Am I back? Hello? Let's see. Is it all good? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Yeah, okay. Good. Weird. I think the internet just died for a second because everything just stopped working. I was like, hold up, what happened? I think just my internet just died. Oh, not that one. No, go away. Okay, should be fixed. Okay. Link, we're back. Everything's good. Okay. Let's continue.
Role to manager so we can be near each other. Besides, when you first became my bodyguard, you weren't this meticulous about keeping your distance.
They did make him sound closer. My intuition as a bodyguard makes me step forward to protect Raphael, who's behind me. What happened? I think the internet just died for a second. Because everything just stopped working. And it was like, oh, lost connection. So, well, it was just the internet. But luckily it came back really fast. No issues. I nod and step aside, standing next to Raphael. I watch as Raphael starts a conversation with him.
Your bodyguard is competent.
There had to be some scuff. Well, I started this stream 15 minutes late. So there was already scuff because my my camera for myself just I poofed out of existence on OBS. I disappeared. And so I had to figure out how to make it so you guys can see me again, and I had to change stuff in VTube Studio and do a bunch of things. But luckily I figured that out. So there's already scuff, and then this happens, but yeah, whatever. Again, Nikki Anzai stream. It's going to happen. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen again. Hopefully everything's good now, so hopefully it's all good.
Would be a disservice to her. Having her around is the best thing that's happened to me.
Ever since he boarded the yacht, Raphael's speech and enunciation have changed. His gestures are also more exaggerated than usual. It's like he's a real opera singer.
Interesting.
Jester.
Maxwell made this mask and brooch for Yosef. He should be over 70 right now.
Well, thank God you came late, so you wouldn't see that I was late. Here we go. Feel a little on edge, but my expression remains calm as I take the wine glass from Raphael's hand.
Are you saying that 70-year-old Yosef should disregard his health and attend in person?
Youngsters like yourself are very sharp-tongued. While Yosef and I were drinking tea and playing chess, you were probably having fun somewhere else.
Judging by your attitude, you must be an old friend of his, good sir. Has he not taken the time to share some of his insight with you? For example, how does a person avoid becoming an annoying man?
Watch your tongue.
Okay, Raphael.
Actually allow someone like you to attend this banquet?
On the hold of the ship, the crisp sound of clinking glasses captures everyone's attention. A middle-aged man wearing a dark purple velvet suit stands up with the wine glass. His smile is barely concealed under his mask. Ooh, there's Maxwell. Target. We got our target.
Tomorrow is my 40th wedding anniversary with Gabriella. The yacht will arrive at the island where the event will be held.
Upon seeing the host, the jester reluctantly closes his mouth. He angrily glares at Raphael before walking away. Raphael adjusts his mask and discreetly curls his fingers at his side. He's beckoning to me. Once I'm next to him, we start quietly talking to each other. Is it time for Plan B?
Yeah, remember to act natural. Leave the dramatic parts to me.
Okay.
All of you have probably heard about my gift for Gabriella.
Maxwell gestures to the cabin and everyone gaze shifts. A tall bodyguard leaves the cabin while holding a jewelry box adorned with intricate floral pattern. Following Maxwell's directions, the bodyguard places the jewelry box on a display that's been specifically crafted for it. It's located at the front of the banquet hall. Bathed in meticulously placed lighting accompanied by perfect angles and color, the jewelry resembles a solidified, dark blue, tranquil ocean. This might be a good chance to get a closer look.
You also must have heard about the people who claim my old eyes are failing me, and I can't tell what a real treasure is anymore.
As Maxwell lightly joked about himself, everyone joined in with good-natured laughter. Ha 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 ha. Rich people laughter.
I will let everyone know that its true value is far beyond the money I've spent.
It must be the perfect piece of jewelry for Gabriella, since he spent so much money on it.
I heard it compliments Gabriella's eyes. Maybe that's the reason.
I hear the guest conversation around me. Recalling Maxwell's files, I shake my head. Raphael understands the meaning behind my gaze and follows me. Let's go look at the jewelry.
You can't wait to get closer to Maxwell.
He's annoying. The jester follows us and his unabashedly rude remark catches Maxwell's attention.
What's going on?
As soon as Maxwell walks away from the display, the bodyguard carefully closes the jewelry box, picks it up, and leaves the way he came. Damn. Raphael exchange a glance and decide to stay still for now.
This is good. Maxwell, would you kindly introduce this young man? Who's this young man wearing Yosef's family brooch? He's strutting around like he's some kind of VIP.
Sir, please keep your distance from my employer.
What are you talking about? People like you can't even dream of...
Oh my god. Raphael, seemingly unfazed, bows towards Maxwell and lowers his head with an air of grace. Maybe if someone else did it, it would seem pretentious, but his gesture only brings to mind phrases such as, an elegant gentleman.
It's been a while, Maxwell. Allow me to greet you on behalf of my uncle.
Oh, you're... Yes, of course. Allow me to introduce you. This is Yosef's distant nephew. You should listen to him perform. He's truly an opera star in the making.
Really? Why haven't I heard about Yosef's opera-singing nephew?
Why are you asking about that? Do you even know all his legitimate and illegitimate children? Have you met them? Or even held them, for that matter? It's almost like you know more about my family than I do.
The gesture is taken aback. He's about to speak when Maxwell interrupts him with a cough.
Indeed. Why must a person meddle in another family's affairs? You should work on that nasty temper.
Understanding the implications of Maxwell's word, the gesture presses his lips into a thin line and mutters under his breath. He's somewhat displeased.
That explains why you're so arrogant. You're an illegitimate child.
Oh my god. This guy. Annoyed, Raphael puts on a stern expression. I position myself between him and the jester.
All right, young man. There's no need to get so worked up. I just heard your bodyguard threatening an elder. That's not right.
Sorry, I can't do anything about that. My bodyguard, who's also my manager, has a bad temper, especially when it comes to people offending me. I can't just ask her to stop being so protective of me, can I?
Oh, welcome back. I'm sorry, I know there's ads. It's just a thing. Maxwell raises an eyebrow before understanding the situation.
Youth. For my sake, why don't you all calm down? The night is still young. There's no need to waste it on trivial matters.
Raphael scoffs, but he immediately quiets down after I pat his back, then nods at Maxwell.
Now that the misunderstanding's been cleared up, I'd be happy to extend this courtesy to you. Let's head back and rest for a bit.
Raphael offers his elbow to me. Once I place my hand on his arm, he escorts me out of the banquet hall like a performer leaving the stage. Ooh, Taco Bell. You should get some then. I'm actually a little hungry, but I'll eat later. Raphael heads to a secluded spot. He slows down, leans towards me, and exhales.
Acting is so exhausting. But thanks to him, no one will question us. It should be smooth sailing for our future operations from here on out.
It's a shame the script changed from nephew to illegitimate child. There shouldn't be any problems, right?
The old man has countless illegitimate children. No one would bat an eye if word got out. At best, we'll get a few more disdainful looks.
That's good. We won't even see someone rolling their eyes at us with these masks.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Four. I want to get to Xavier's story. I wasn't able to get close to the jewelry, so I didn't sense anything unusual. My hair hides the strap at the back of my head. Seeing me struggle to find it, Raphael helps me untie it. I can't help but rub my face the moment the mask comes off. It feels a little stiff.
Your target this time is jewelry?
He fiddles with my mask, his palm and slender fingers making it look delicate. What about you? Is pretending to be your manager, bodyguard, and assistant as far as my health goes? He gazes out at the ocean, his exposed half face showing a pensive expression.
Don't worry. I'll tell you everything when the time comes. I'm not saying anything now because I'm worried the info dump will overload your brain.
Ew. Now I'm even more curious.
Surely you have other questions besides what I'm actually after. Why not ask a simple one?
You're wearing a disguise for a reason. Are you hiding from the people who posted your bounty on the dark web?
It's part of the reason, yeah. But I have other enemies.
Yeah, lots of enemies. They're also on the ship?
They're also on this ship.
Ooh. I expected as much, but I still let out a soft sigh. Why do I always feel like you're dragging me into trouble?
Don't worry about it. Considering how strong you are, no one can beat you in a fist fight.
I knew it. Nothing is ever simple when you need me to be involved. Raphael keeps smiling. He lifts my right hand and gently presses it against my cheek. It's a gesture of gentlemanly courtesy.
I guess I should apologize, huh? But I have a feeling that's not what you want right now.
His mask has more decorations than mine. Its rough, uneven texture creates an illusion of warmth as it's caressed. My fingers trace the edge of the mask and descend to his jawline. I almost touch his skin. Can you guess what I want?
A mission that won't let the night go to waste?
My hand lands on Raphael's wrist and I pull him towards me. Oh, correct. I'll wait until the dead of night to pull off the grand heist. Want to be my partner in crime? The mask's frozen smile is brimming with the vitality Raphael has infused into it. It almost comes to life as his rare gazes at me.
The sea at night is the perfect stage for a magnificent performance. I'm honored I get to share it with you.
Yeah, let's do a heist. Cruise ship, 3rd floor, 9:15 p.m. While the guards change shifts, the corridor is empty. It's the perfect time to start our mission. I already know the yacht's map by heart. I carefully push open the door and bring Raphael with me. Take a left at 3594 and go up the stairs, and then take so much. And then take another left before walking to 4136. Go through the side door and cross the terrace. That's how we'll reach the security room.
Are you sure we won't get caught by the patrolling guards?
Of course. Don't forget I'm not doing this by myself. I adjust my earring, or rather, it's a small communication device disguised as the earring. The guard's schedule, patrol routes, and vault passcodes are all in it. You're so... Oh, that's rough.
Is truly a gathering of hidden talents.
Hurry up. The passcode changes every 10 minutes. It'll be tough if we miss our chance. We arrive at the terrace on the 4th floor smoothly. It's not long until the vault's location appears within my line of sight. There are guards on patrol. We have to distract them.
That's easy. We just need an encore.
A small flame flickers from his fingertips. I nod. You're so good at this. How many people have you scared with that trick?
Who asked me to be her partner in crime?
Me. Yes. The communication device beeps. The passcode has been successfully deciphered. I gesture to Raphael. He nods and a tiny flame materializes. Let's see.
You're a good man, Maxwell. Spending a fortune just to make your wife smile.
My small gift pales in comparison to your company's wealth and power.
Why is Maxwell here?
Here.
Sound of laughter gets closer. Raphael opens the hatch in the corner of the floor and pulls me down. Door silently closes and our surroundings darken. Five. Space below the deck is cramped and small. With the faint light from the automatic emergency light, I can barely make out the piles of items. Concerned that any noise will alert Maxwell and the others, Raphael have to stay close together and not move.
What's wrong?
Your hand, it's poking me. He hesitates, removing his hand aside and rests it on the clutter behind me, as if he's trying to wrap his arms around my waist. Of course we're in that situation.
Better.
Against the hazy light, his figure is hard to discern, but the depths of his gaze are front and center, profound as the ocean itself. I force myself to look away and focus on the commotion above us.
Originally wanted to attend, but he couldn't leave. He asked us to send you and your wife his regards. You're too kind.
Can these people, talk about their everyday lives somewhere else? Is the passcode about to change?
It's okay. We still have at least 7 or 8 minutes. Let's wait.
But aren't you uncomfortable?
Of course I am, I say in my heart. Curled up in front of Raphael, I can't stretch my limbs. They're starting to feel numb. To make matters worse, a strand of hair falls across my face. It's almost in my eyes. Just gonna blow it out of my face. I try to blow it away, but it doesn't do anything. Raphael's bangs slightly sway instead.
Let me help.
He raises his hand and moves it towards my cheek. However, his elbow hits the deck. Luckily, the people on the deck are still chatting and laughing. They didn't hear us. I'm fine, I can deal with it. I try to suppress the strange feeling of the hair on my face, but the more I try to ignore it, the more I focus on it. After a few moments, tears well up in my... Why am I crying? My eyes, my vision starts to blur. Is it like in my eye?
Don't move.
Why would that make me cry? He lowers his head. Suddenly I can see him in much greater detail. He's so close that his eyelashes almost brush against my cheek. Accompanied by the faint warmth of his breath, his nose touches the area between my eyebrows. Following the curve of my brow ridge, he slowly moves that annoying strand of my hair to the side. Why is this a problem we're having right now?
Is it better?
I force myself to nod calmly, trying to ignore the heat rising in my cheeks, and refocus on the conversation above us. And somehow, in the span of a few minutes, their conversation has changed completely.
Please think this over, Maxwell. As long as you're willing to give up Jewel Reef, feel free to name your price.
This would be a great opportunity for you to collaborate with Ever again, don't you think? I'm sure your wife would agree.
Ever. Ever's here? A bit of doubt flashes through my mind when I hear that name. Judging by their conversation, this isn't the first time Maxwell has been involved with Ever. Not good. Not good. Is his protocore smuggling business related to them?
I already told you, I'm never selling the island. Stop asking.
Maxwell, we've been very sincere. Being at each other's throats won't benefit anyone, right?
Are you threatening me?
Don't mind the crinkling.
Oh, no. We wouldn't even consider it. But your anniversary is coming up. It'd be a shame if something went awry.
Dang, they're threatening her. Maxwell sounds even more displeased. The three argue for a bit before parting ways on bad terms. I sigh when the sound of footsteps fade away. I reach out to open the hatch door. Always snacking. I like my snackies. I got some goldfish. Alrighty, bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by. Are they gone?
Yeah, you can come out now. We'll be able to make it if we hurry.
Okay. That was weird. Raphael leaps onto the something. Sneaking around a yacht is more annoying than fighting a wanderer.
Really? Your reflexes and skills are remarkable. You might want to consider working as a spy.
I mean, I kind of do. Sometimes it is kind of part of my job. No thanks, that means I'm always being in a life or death situation. I just want to focus on staying alive. After closing the door, I'm about to stand up when I notice a figure in the distance. It's Maxwell again. Oh, come down, come down. I yank Raphael down, he stumbles and ends up crouching.
Who's there?
Raphael pauses. He quickly realizes what's happening. Reacting faster than me, he cups my cheek.
Why are you crying? Are you feeling unwell? Or did I do something that made you upset?
I'm not crying. I frown, pretending to be angry and aggrieved as I look at him.
Yes. But look at your face, cutie pie. Your cheeks are puffed out like a hamster's. Didn't you say the grape mousse at the banquet was delicious? We can order another one later.
Stop using food as a way to make me feel better.
want to eat it?
I do.
I knew it.
His performance successfully makes Maxwell stop in his tracks. He squints to scrutinize the two of us.
Are you...
Maxwell?
Raphael turns his head. Upon seeing Maxwell, he appears surprised. He quickly helps me stand. I wipe away my imaginary tears, lower my head, and pretend to awkwardly hide behind Raphael.
Good evening. This is embarrassing to say the least.
No, perfect toggle.
Did you have a fight with your girlfriend?
It's just one of those lovers' quarrels, you know. It's not a big deal. I thought we could take a breather.
I see.
Sounds like he doesn't believe us. I can't help but feel nervous. Just then, a guard on patrol quickly approaches us. Puzzled, his gaze flits between us and Maxwell.
Mr. Maxwell, is everything all right?
You're just in time. I have to tell you something. Tighten the security in the vault tonight, and bring in a few more men to protect it. You must keep a close eye on the jewelry, and the deed to Jewel Reef.
Understood.
This is bad. Our plan to sneak into the vault is ruined. I quietly tug at Raphael's sleeve, signaling that we should leave first.
Well, we'll be on our way. I hope you have a good rest of your night.
Wait.
Is there anything else?
Raphael pauses. In the blink of an eye, he smiles and turns to Maxwell, who walks up to us.
Stay away from the 4th floor if you want to get your mind off things.
Is he warning us? As I quickly run through 100 possibilities, Maxwell raises his hand and points upward.
Go to the bar or cafe on the 5th floor. There aren't a lot of people, and the atmosphere is better.
Well, learning's the part of Ever, or Ever wants his island or something. Okay. Number 6. I've already gotten the jewelry if it weren't for those 2 island buyers. Remove this. Okay. Missing the opportunity that appeared before us, we return to our room. And even though I'm upset, I have a new suspicion. Yeah. So far, Ever, at this point, we kind of figured out is behind a lot of things.
Who knows? Maybe they have too much money to spend.
Raphael removes his mask and sets it aside. He rubs his wrist.
Before I injured my shoulder, now it's my wrist. It seems like my hands have to get tortured somehow whenever we're together.
It was an emergency. Are you hurt? Let me see.
Of course I am. Look.
I hold up his wrist. Several minutes pass before I find a faint mark from a fingernail. Oh, it's a serious injury, all right. Raphael unbuttons his cuffs, loosens his collar, and sinks into the chair. He eases himself into a comfortable position.
Are you still thinking about the jewelry thing?
Yeah, I won't be able to catch Maxwell if I can't get close to it.
Honestly, I think this guy isn't as suspicious as you make him out to be. He wears his heart on his sleeve, you know. He's wealthy and hopelessly in love.
I doubt it. Since you decided to approach him, he must be more than just a rich romantic fool.
He's a simple-minded, generous, wealthy guy I want to work with at some point. Is there a problem?
That excuse might fool others, but not me. I think Maxwell is far from innocent. Since this involves the association's secrets, I can't say much. I'm forced to beat around the bush. Protocol smuggling he's doing isn't a simple business venture.
Is that so?
Why would someone be looking for us at this time? Did we get noticed? Can't help but be on edge.
Relax. You're practically wearing "I'm not innocent" on your face right now. Even if they have ill intentions, do you really think the two of us can't handle it?
You're right. Raphael opens the door, but before I can see who it is, he turns around. He's holding a tray. Grape mousse?
Aren't you hungry after working for a whole night?
Lighting on the small terrace outside the room is gentle. With the refreshing sea breeze, we have a nice dining spot. However,
It's okay if you don't want to eat mousse, but don't be a meanie to it.
I realize the dessert is a mess because I poked at it so many times. I'll eat it. I devour a spoonful of mousse, but it's not long before I'm thinking about the jewelry again. It'll probably be in his wife's hands once the ship docks tomorrow. At that point, approaching it will be almost impossible. I'd like to talk to his wife. I'm not good at lying.
I see you're genuinely hungry.
He scoops the grapes off his dessert and gives them to me.
If you can't come up with anything, stop thinking about it for now. Where there's a will, there's a way. Maybe we'll get our chance once we reach the island. Shouldn't those two Ever people be a bigger problem than Maxwell?
The recession with buying the island is a little weird, but you can't blame them.
If you compare Ever to Maxwell, then that protocore smuggling stuff isn't something to be concerned about.
I'm a bit surprised, but I start thinking. Raphael's intelligence network is complex and full of secrets. If he's saying this, then he probably knows something. Like Raphael knows a lot. But he just tends to be this very dramatic, unserious guy. Do you have a point? I'll keep an eye on them. Too bad I didn't get to see those two. We should try and follow them in case.
Okay, it's time to stop using your brain.
Raphael waves his hand in front of me. His expression becomes stern.
I told you that so your mind can take a break. It wasn't so you could throw yourself into another problem.
But like a musician, he pulls out something to feed to me. I bite down and a candy sweetness floods my mouth.
Right now, you're only allowed to think about one thing, which is replenishing your energy before going to bed.
Maybe the sweetness makes me drowsy. Hearing the churning sea, I vaguely remember resting my head on a pillow and closing my eyes. Before I realize it, I'm slowly falling asleep. The sound of the waves reverberate near my ears and slowly flows into my dark dream. Faint moonlight spills over the pitch-black sea, carrying an ethereal chant from afar. This is... I feel like I've been here before. As if sensing my arrival, the singing grows more peculiar and sad, as if it wants to convey something to me. An inexplicable sorrow stirs in my heart and mingles with nostalgia. I can't help but reach out to that elusive melody. Yet the waves surge and the sea roars and swells under the howling winds. It's at that moment the song dissipates. It drowns in the raging torrents. Okay. 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to Jewel Reef. We are gathered here today to celebrate the wedding anniversary of Mr. Maxwell and Miss Gabriella. We have prepared various means of transportation for your use. You may relax at your lodgings or explore the island. What's most notable about this island is the extraordinary blue hole situated at its center. It's a rare marvel of the world.
The next day at noon, the yacht reaches the island. A middle-aged butler welcomes the guests.
The ceremony will be held at 7 o'clock this evening. Transportation will be arranged to ensure all attendees can make it to the manor's banquet.
Butler guides each guest to the cars individually. With a smile, he turns his attention to us.
Do you need anything, sir?
Second, Mac. Welcome, Mac. We're good, thank you. He's feeling a little land sick. Raphael leans against my arm. He raises an eyebrow and reveals a slightly disgruntled expression.
I have a headache because someone had me appreciating the sea breeze with her late into the night.
It's normal for sea creatures to have allergies on land. I understand.
Maybe you should stop trying to understand.
Goldfish getting slaughtered ASMR. No. You know, actually kind of fitting because we have Raphael here and I'm eating fishies. That moment, it's as if a delicate string tightens around my heart. A faint tremor ripples through me. I turn around and see several guests and guards escorting a safe. Behind me, they pass by. The jewelry. There's definitely something off about it. Unfortunately, my hunches aren't enough to justify a proper investigation into the jewelry. Evil woman. Confronting these guards head-on isn't impossible, but cleaning up the mess that would come after will be troublesome.
Chill out.
Tell me to chill out.
Once we're at the banquet, she'll wear the jewelry. You'll have plenty of opportunities to get close to it then.
I can only hope. Wait, do you have telepathy or something? How did you know what I was thinking?
Is it really that hard to guess?
A car appears and stops right in front of us. Raphael opens the door. He grabs my shoulder and turns me around.
Save the challenges for tonight. We're on an island vacation. Are you really going to spend the whole time frowning? Excuse me, sir. Do you know where we can find the best view on this island? Can you take us there?
Didn't you have a headache? Now you're fine. He immediately rests his head on my shoulder.
Nope.
Jabber proves himself to be very diligent. He takes us to a tranquil place by the sea. Raphael and I walk on the grassland. One side is expansive, lush vegetation, and the other side is the azure sea. The underlying anxiety in my heart slowly dissipates, perhaps soothed by the breathtaking scenery.
I heard about this rare blue hole before. We gotta check it out to make this trip worthwhile, don't you think?
You say that, but you're not here just for the view. Did you... You said you needed my help. However, you didn't do anything on the yacht. That means your real goal is related to the island.
Not bad. You want to keep going and guess what I'm aiming for?
I start to think if there's one thing that Raphael is particularly interested in, then this place is related to Lemuria. They say time works its magic on everything. Who knows? Maybe this tiny island was once a small garden in Lemuria thousands or millions of years ago.
I can't say for sure if it was a Lemurian garden, but... Many years ago, this place was part of the ocean.
This is making me think. Since Ever really wants this island, and it's like connected to Lemuria. That's what I'm getting at. And in the future, like in the newer chapters, Ever went to that place with where they can like get into like the Lemuria, like I forgot what it like Wishfall something. Wishfall City, something like that. So Ever must be really into like stuff to do with Lemuria and has to do with like what they need to do. Because we know that they also try to do stuff like in the future, and the fact that they're being pushy and trying to take control of this island or own it. Well, it was interesting. No. Stop.
Look, these are traces left behind by a coral reef.
Crouched down next to him, I look closely, but I can't make out anything.
It's been eroded over the years, so it's not obvious anymore. Once upon a time, in an era beyond anyone's wildest imagination, this place wasn't covered with grass. Coral reefs stretched as far as the eye can see. Shells and countless sea creatures,
Stop.
like fish, shrimps, and crabs, used to call it home.
Shrimp.
Distant and intriguing, the land was a realm of unfathomable mystery to them. But in the end, their once familiar homeland turned into the strangest of worlds.
His tone is light, tinged with an elusive emotion. His words are carried away by the sea breeze as soon as they leave his lips.
Why are you just standing there? You don't want to keep walking?
Are you thinking about your homeland? No. He was just talking about shrimp, and that sounded really yummy.
Will you do something to make me feel better?
I give head pats. Okay, Raphael. Of course, I'll give you head pat, just like this.
You're not using this as an opportunity to mess up my hair, right?
Okay, well, now you ruined the moment. You walk along the coast. As afternoon sunlight dims, the sea breeze becomes slightly cooler. With every step we take, the terrain gradually ascends. Out of the corner of my eye, the dock we arrived at earlier has turned into a distant white speck. Looking down, I notice the rocky tidal flat where a small boat is beached on the shore. Is that supposed to be a decoration?
Judging by its structure, it looks like an antique.
I'll give head pats if I want.
But it's in good condition. The main sail and jib are intact, and the hull looks fine. Once it hits the water, it'll be gliding through the waves.
Best Lee in the game. Raphael clears his throat and looks away. He pretends to be nonchalant about it. Smiling, I meet his gaze. Speaking of which, don't you think we have quite a strong connection with boats and islands and all of that? The last time we were on an island, we basically got shipwrecked and ran into some wanderers. Who knows what sort of surprises are waiting for us?
I guess there's a lack of faith, huh?
It's only natural given our past experiences. Take this moment for example. You said you'll show me the blue hole. But we've only seen flowers, plants, and rocks.
Whoa, easy there, cutie. Look, we've arrived.
I wonder at this point, if, like in the main story, if MC's aware that he's a merman. I don't know. I know in the future, like the newer chapters, she knew. But different from the coastline earlier, a deep blue sea appears before me. Massive blue holes nestled beneath a circular cliff where the sea seems to have ceased flowing, transforming into a mesmerizing blue gem. Peering down from the edge, I feel like I'm looking straight at the deep sea's soulful eye.
Watch where you're going. Don't let it
Raphael grabs my arm and pulls me back.
Well, Maxwell picked a decent venue. This is actually the best spot to view the blue hole.
I look into the distance and spot a cluster of mansion-like buildings on the lower land across from us. A few figures can be seen. Waiters are preparing for the banquet. It's beautiful. No wonder Maxwell chose this place for his wedding anniversary.
It's not just beautiful.
Picks up a small stone and throws it. It lands at the edge of the blue hole before vanishing into the dark blue depths.
The oxygen levels are super low in the blue hole, and light can't even reach it. Barely anything can live there. So, over time, all sorts of rumors about it began to emerge. Some say the blue hole is a gateway to another world. Others believe it hides countless treasures.
Chew closer to the mic. No. Like it's already loud enough. Yeah. No. Oh, a second. I lost my earbud. Roll over there. Okay. I'm back. I know. But tend to have a wild imagination when it comes to unreachable locations. Where did I put? Oh, there it is. Losing everything.
But there's not any concrete evidence to debunk these rumors. An unimaginable secret might be hidden in this blue hole.
Raphael turns his attention to the blue hole. His clothes billow in the wind, and he looks like a bird ready to take to the skies. As if at any moment he's about to dive straight into the profound, dark blue abyss. An inexplicable tremor reverberates from the depth of my heart. Yet, I'm not sure if Raphael's words or the distant call from under the sea caused it. No, don't bring that up. Oh, a battle already. Okay. Did we counter a wanderer down there? I'm assuming that's what happened. Wow, pretty. At 7 p.m., the ceremony for the wedding anniversary takes place as scheduled in front of the manor near the blue hole. We don't talk about that one. Amidst the guests' applause and cheers, Maxwell presents the jewelry to his beloved wife, Gabriella. Wearing a mask, I hide with Raphael in the crowd, listening to Maxwell passionately recounting how he first met his wife.
The gemstones used in the jewelry are from the place where they fell in love with each other. Talk about being hopelessly lovey-dovey.
There were many rumors about why Maxwell bought it. Turns out he had a romantic reason. But it's also disappointing in a way.
However, this is only part of my gift. Gabriella, what I truly want to give you is this island.
As soon as Maxwell finishes speaking, fireworks explode in the night sky and cast a colorful glow upon our surroundings. Under this radiance is the blue hole as it emits a faint light. The water's surface shimmers like a precious gemstone.
They say this blue hole is a rare wonder of the world. Not only is it this island's heart, but it's also the sea's. My wife entrusted me with her precious, pure heart, and so I was given the gift of experiencing the best love in the world. That's why I'd like to offer her the world's most precious, purest heart. This island's official name is Gabriella's Atoll.
Wow, okay, just named a whole island. Fireworks become increasingly more magnificent and dazzling. Accompanied by joyful laughter and applause, Gabriella, who's brimming with happiness, tightly holds her husband's hand. The jewelry she's wearing around her neck is even more brilliant.
Don't ogle so much. Even a mask can't hide how you're eyeing the jewelry.
I'm trying to come up with a conversation starter for when I approach her later.
This is easy. Just say, Gabriella, your love story was so moving. I would be honored to hear more about it.
I don't think that's enough to earn her trust.
Remember, to Maxwell and his wife, you're the girlfriend of Yosef's illegitimate kid. With such a complex background, it's pretty clear that our love story is filled with obstacles. So, it's only natural for you to admire the romance between Maxwell and Gabriella. She might even pity you.
Raphael, did you work as an actor before? How are you able to easily slip into any role? He's just a flair for dramatics. I got head pat. Oh, he just asked. The slightly askew, he softly chuckles.
Go. If you don't move now, someone else will snatch this opportunity.
Take a deep breath, clutch the hem of my dress, and walk to the center of the crowd where Gabriella is. Over half an hour later...
How was it?
There weren't any energy fluctuations. Away from the lively manor, a large, serene plane rests on the slope near the blue hole. Disappointed, I sit down on the grass. My gaze is fixed on the almost still seawater within the blue hole. My sigh soars into the air, releasing me from the weight of my emotions. Even when I sensed it in every way possible and scanned it with my watch, the jewelry showed no abnormalities. Never mind. Captain Jenna said that finding an ether core would be a long-term struggle. Can't progress as smoothly as I hoped. I got something else that Raphael would really hate. Besides me just smacking on goldfish. Stinky. Hold up. Where are you going? Okay. Hold up. You know what Raphael's scared of? One of his fears? Cat. Where can I put you? There. Stinky is here.
I haven't even started comforting you, and you're already coming to terms.
Hold up. I hear paper crinkling in the background. Okay, you can sit on it. Don't eat it. Okay. I just gotta make sure he's not eating paper. My god, what is wrong with this cat? Can you hear that? I don't think so. Okay, we should be good. How are you going to do that? I'm willing to listen to your plan. Raphael props his chin in his hand. It appears as if he's lost in thought for a moment.
I haven't made up my mind yet, you know. But maybe this will cheer you up?
Takes out something from inside his coat. It's a small bundle of... sparklers?
Take one.
Okay. I gotta keep an eye on this child over here. Okay. His fingertips glows before my very eyes. Small fireworks blossom from it. I can't help but laugh. Raphael, I discovered one of your new skills. You always manage to pull out something unexpected from your coat. How many surprises are you hiding?
Not a lot. These are all I have.
He ignites the raining sparklers and passes them to me. In my hand, they magically transform into a dazzling bouquet. Seemingly attuned to the mood, the sea breeze subsides and allows the sparklers to glow until they flicker out. Then it rises with the tide. Let's go. It's about time to head back.
Shh.
As a serious look appears on his face, he turns away. Taking my hand, he swiftly guides me to a nearby rock.
We have company.
Seeing his wary expression, I hold my breath and write my question on the rock with my finger. Maxwell? He shakes his head. After a minute or two passes, I hear voices that are moving towards us.
We're ready. It won't be long before things get chaotic.
When the time comes, head to Maxwell's private collection room. It's in the southeast corner. Find it while I stay in the manor, too.
These voices, they're those people from Ever. Are they scheming something because Maxwell refused to give up the island? On the rock, I write the question, Ever? Raphael nods.
If only Maxwell sold the island to us. Then we wouldn't have to go through all this trouble.
Weren't you listening to the higher-ups? The stuff that's hidden on this island is very important. It can't end up with the wrong people.
What is this stuff exactly? Do you want to share your big secret with me?
Who's there?
Flames encircle the two. Raphael approaches them slowly, one step at a time. I grab my firearm. Are you going to explain yourselves, or would you rather have a thoughtful discussion at the Hunters Association? He clenched her teeth and refused to speak. And just when I'm about to make another inquiry, I sense a powerful surge of metaflux. Raphael, a wonder is about to appear. My watch sounds the alarm, which coincides with the violent tremors that shake the sea. I hurry towards the blue hole, but Raphael blocks my way.
Before we continue, I need to ask you something. Do you like treasure hunts?
Yeah, I do, but how is that related to the Wanderer?
Then this adventure won't disappoint you.
Calling the rumors he mentioned in the afternoon about the treasure in the blue hole, unease washes over me. You're going to look for that treasure?
The wind's getting stronger because of the high tide. It's the perfect time for a treasure hunt. Let's go.
He holds me in his arms and rushes to the shore. The waves intensify and slowly engulf everything I can see. Meanwhile, a terrifying behemoth reveals itself in the center of the blue hole. Okay, battle time. It's to fight Wanderer. Okay, move this over. Okay, Stinky, you're gonna be hidden for a second.
this siren song? This teamwork thing is going great.
We're the best.
What is his lines?
Weakness? It's almost over. Don't let it get away. Why are you getting closer to it? Come back here. Don't underestimate the...
I need you.
If that's your wish.
Foul wings.
Watch out. This teamwork thing is going great.
We're the best. You won't escape.
Stay alert. Just a scratch. I'll be fine. You were too close to... This teamwork thing is going great. Here's our chance.
This teamwork thing is going great.
Yeah, I hear you.
Good job. Bring it on.
Oh, man. You recovered so fast. Why are you getting closer to it? Come back here. Keep your distance from it. Do you think it knows something about music? This teamwork thing is going great.
What does that mean?
I need you.
If that's your wish. Watch out.
Bring it on.
You were too close to it.
Go back to the pit you came from.
This teamwork thing is going great. Here's our chance. Trust me on this.
Of course.
Combat voice lines, I know.
It was like a brilliant...
No, one of my favorite lines from Raphael.
Horrible.
He goes, ouch, my hands. I'll be like, eh. Be like, why are you all the way over there? Like, some of his lines are so funny to me. Well, I think my favorite one is when he's like, ow, my hands. Like, oh my god, he is so dramatic and so, like, such a drama queen. Okay, there's Stinky again. Okay. We're going into the ocean. Protofield disappeared. In the depths of the dark blue sea, light sporadically flashes. Struggling to keep my eyes open, I can't find my way. I think we fell straight into the blue hole. I'll swim towards the light and see where it leads.
Don't swim. Stop. Now turn your head.
You're like in my brain. I do as he says, however, trying to turn while underwater is surprisingly difficult. Familiar warmth suddenly cradles the back of my head. Strands of hair gracefully drift into my view, and they're followed by a gentle kiss. Sounds like someone you'd main. I can see that.
Try it.
My steady breathing is accompanied by the faint fragrance of fresh sea salt. It permeates my entire being. I'm taken aback. I can breathe? I'm not even choking on water? Okay, so she's barely finding out right now. Okay. So we're in the water.
Do you also want to see if your tears can turn into pearls?
Raphael carefully runs his fingers along the area around my eyes. He instantly conjures up a thumb-sized flammula like a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
The tide is rising. Come on, let's find my treasure.
Little fish affectionately rubs its belly against Raphael's fingertips. The flick of its tail, it swims towards the depths of the blue hole as if it were our guide. Is there really a hidden Lemuria treasure at the bottom?
Only the undercurrent beneath the high tide and the tiniest fish know its location.
I playfully poke the flammula swimming next to me. Unafraid, it swims closer and nuzzles my cheek. Why is the flammula sillier than the one outside? It doesn't even have a sense of caution.
It's not the fish's fault. It only dares to come close because you have a familiar scent.
Interesting. Are you talking about when you kissed me?
Obviously, it's not just because of that.
As we head deeper into the blue hole, the undercurrents become more and more intricate. The light has disappeared. In Raphael's palm, a small flame materializes. It casts a gentle glow while fish playfully swim around it.
We're close to the entrance.
A force surges through the water. My heartbeat quickens, and I soon find myself tightly gripping Raphael's hand.
Are you scared?
I shake my head. I try to peer into the depths of the darkness with the help of Raphael's firelight. However, I can't find the source of the mysterious force. Yup. Good news, our target is probably in the same place.
And the bad news?
My diving knowledge is limited. The deeper we go, the stronger the undercurrent gets. How deep do we need to be?
After we follow the surging tide and pass through a crevice, we'll reach a hidden fjord.
I'd say it'll probably be like another hour, maybe. Because I definitely want to read through Xavier's route. Luckily, they're not too long, so.
The undercurrent in the crevice will be even more chaotic. Make sure to hold on to me tightly when the time comes.
Suddenly, the undercurrent becomes stronger. It propels me forward wildly. When we come to a stop, we find ourselves in a deeper part of the sea. In serene darkness, a gentle light emanates below. It glows brighter only to dim. It's reminiscent of an aging heart's unhurried rhythm.
This is the island's cornerstone. It once bore the weight of Lemuria's past and future.
I slowly descend to the source of the light. Eventually, soft yet firm ground touches my feet. Flamula approaches Raphael's flame. It vanishes at his feet and the fire disappears. The faint light fades only to flare up again. This...
It's part of Lemuria's long-lost Tome of the Sea God.
Under the tender radiance, the crimson seaweed on the seabed comes to life. They resemble a field of fire. You stand on a massive, thick stone slab. The engravings on its surface are the light source. The glowing marks look like symbols. Legend has it that the Tome of the Sea God contains prophecies about Lemuria's future.
But this part speaks of oblivion, not the future.
Are you referring to how the world forgot about Lemuria's history?
It's not just that. There's also power. Those who borrowed power from the sea, but traded in the end. They mistook the sea's tolerance for submission, and forgot about its cruelty. But I remember, and I will reclaim this forgotten power.
Looks like that's where I come in, huh? What do you need me to do? Okay, so she does know at this point. Rail takes my hand and materializes a dagger.
Only those who have a bond with the sea god can awaken the tome.
Wow, if only there was someone here with a bond with the sea god. Wow.
I need you to bear with me for a moment.
Dagger grazes my fingertips. A drop of my blood is quickly sealed in a tiny bubble that falls onto the vibrant red seaweed. Distant roar of a tsunami echoes in my mind, accompanied by immense glowing symbols swirling and materializing. They pierce my body and ascend. Fragmented images are bathed in a golden glow, and a childlike voice breaks through the haze. They flood my mind.
You awakened me.
Whose memory is this?
Hey, are you listening? I'm not stranded. It's the waves. They're just too strong. come from? If you say you like someone's scales, that means you like them. You humans are bold. We've only known each other for a day, and you're already thinking about our next meeting. Remember, we'll see each other again at this spot next year. This bond means you'll definitely come back to me. I'll always wait for you.
Then I too. It was a memory from years ago. The way I sleep away these fragmented memories, a cold breeze tinged with the scent of seaweed caresses my face, and I struggle to open my eyes. Raphael? Golden symbols pulsate with immense power. They surge into Raphael's body. With his eyes tightly shut and his face pale, he collapses into my arm. It's because... I know what that's referring to. Raphael. They met each other when they were younger. In the main, like, timeline. The Flamula swims past me and still leaving behind a trail of bubbles. My gaze follows it to the crevice found on the fjord's cliffs. As a shield of golden light blocks the turbulent seawater around us, I tightly hold onto Raphael and swim towards the crevice. Okay. 2 more. 11! We leave the blue hole via a narrow gap in the seabed. When we resurface, we find ourselves in the ocean. There's a small island in the distance. A nearby ship gently rocks with the waves. It looks as if it's been waiting for a long time. Boarding the ship's hold, I look at its old masts and sails. I know this is the same ship that ran aground on the island. Raphael, are you okay?
Yeah.
After the Tome of the Sea God activated, what happened exactly? I remember something, and when I returned to you, you were already... Raphael leans against the deck and sits. With his elbows bent, he props himself up.
I said I'll give you an answer. Give me like a minute to...
Animation! You get a cutscene! Not to speed read. What's wrong? Did you get hurt?
No.
Scales?
This couldn't be considered gentle. It's getting...
Yeah, they should be in landscape mode.
Stay back.
What's going on? Raphael?
A follower? Or just a lowly sacrifice?
You don't recognize me anymore?
Death. When the storm surges from the deep sea.
Raphael snapped out of it. With the authority granted me by the Ocean's Covenant, I order you to...
You...
It's breathing in my ear. Do you know who I am, Raphael?
Of course.
Sea God took over him. Struggling, I sit up and lean back against the cabin wall. I give Raphael a once-over. There aren't any scales or weird things. This is the Raphael I know.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Look.
He holds his hand out to me. The fragment in his palm emits a shiny light that tugs at my heartstrings. An ether core fragment!
I think it was embedded in the tome.
You can speak really fast.
It seems like we both received a gift from the tome of the sea god. But there's always a price to pay for something like that.
Yeah. The waves lap gently against the hole and occasionally splash us. I wipe the seawater off my face and look at the murky ocean. This price you have to pay, what is it? Do you need to be sacrificed, or the sea god?
The dead deep sea and the sea god's power have been awakened.
And this makes sense for the newer chapter. Because then he has to go.
And since I accepted its power, I must answer its call. Even if certain futures have a predetermined end, I can't refuse.
The ocean pushes the old ship. Exhausted, Raphael rests in my arms and closes his eyes. I look down at him. My heavy heart is drenched, as if the wind and rain worked tirelessly to drown it. Does that apply to your future as well? The sails rustle and we're carried deeper into the darkness. The boundless ocean is extraordinarily quiet tonight. Interesting. Last one for Raphael. After returning from Jewel Reef, I submit the unknown protocore fragment to the Association. While waiting for analysis results, I receive an unexpected call from the Special Operations team about a new discovery. I sent a package?
Yes, you're the sender, and the mailing address says Jewel Reef. Inside it was a small device that was soaked in seawater.
The photo I get reveals a drenched, palm-sized metal disc.
After analyzing the trace elements in the seawater it contained, we saw that they were a perfect match with the ones found in Jewel Reef's blue hole. And upon further examination, we noticed there was a radio frequency chip capable of attuning to metaflux fluctuations.
Can forcefully induce energy fluctuations. I have a feeling the incident from that day wasn't a coincidence.
The technology behind this is highly intricate, and currently, only ever, the leading authority in protocore energy technology has managed to achieve it.
Ever again.
However, it still has some limitations. For example, it can't be remotely activated, so...
The person who activated must have been at the banquet. While I can acquire the guest list through Association Intelligence Network, I still choose to visit White Sand Bay. He's the only one who could send this item that was salvaged from the sea. He even used my name when handing it over to the Association. For the entire morning, dark clouds cover the sky. Heavy and gray, they almost touch the waves' crests as I look at them from a large window. The sound of a pencil against paper faintly resounds. The house's owner treats the news as nothing more than background music.
Many guests have gone missing from the island. Their current whereabouts
Oh.
remain unknown. The venue of the banquet, Jewel Reef, has been sealed off. There will be a further investigation into the...
The news report doesn't have any notable details. I walk over to Raphael and lean down to look at his sketch. The intricate lines outline fish and clusters of coral. The shadow lurking in the cave's depths appears to be harboring secrets. I stare at the shadow, as if compelled by an unseen force. I murmur to myself. They're in the blue hole?
It's possible.
My words don't form a coherent sentence, yet Raphael understands and responds with a nonchalant chuckle.
Getting lost in the allure of treasure they yearned for half their lives. It might be a sweet dream for them.
You know who those missing people are?
You also saw them.
Meeting his gaze, I'm silent for a moment. They're from Ever. There's no doubt that they created the device to lure in wanderers, but I don't have a chance to question the motives of those people who are involved.
Compared to those who willingly entered the blue hole, aren't you here for something more important?
Of course, that package.
Yeah, I figured as much. Maybe it can bring you closer to the truth you're seeking. As for the other thing, if you want to talk about that forgotten promise, you don't need to bring it up now. The weather's so bad today, and I'm not in the mood for a tragedy, you know. Why don't we talk about something cheerful instead?
Though the details of my encounter with Raphael remain hazy, I managed to receive a few fragmented, vague memories. During that year, I fell into a deep sleep for 3 or 4 days due to a high fever. When I woke up, I lost a lot of memories, and my meeting with Raphael happened to occur before I got sick. Raphael sighs and puts down the paintbrush. Welcome back.
You don't think I'm avoiding this topic because I'm trying to run away from it, right? You want to say you forgot a lot of things from your childhood because of reasons, but you're worried it'll come off as you not wanting to take responsibility.
MC has a lot of things she doesn't remember from childhood. Sure, you don't have telepathy, but with good reason. Did you actually go to the beach to wait for me?
Are you asking about the year after that, or every year after that?
Head pat. Observing my expression, Raphael appears somewhat resigned, and he suddenly pokes my forehead.
You don't need to feel bad about it. I'm not dumb enough to actually wait for you every year, you know. But I did think about how to settle the score.
No, you're not stealing the cat. Raphael stands up and gently pushes me into a chair. He places my hand on his chest in a half-joking, half-serious manner.
The power within the Tome of the Sea God will protect everything that belongs to the sea. This includes our bond. If you can't let it go, why not just order me now not to hold a grudge over what happened back then?
Looking into his eyes, I realize he's sincerely asking me to do it. I order you to. Right then, if I accidentally lose you again, you have to let me know right away. I'll be sure to remember you. No.
You want to next time? Please.
Please.
If that day ever comes, I'll summon all the seagulls in the world to give you a daily reminder with the most dreadful chorus imaginable.
There's the seagulls. Raphael breaks into a smile and takes my hand into his palm. The heavy downpour descends, carrying with it a majestic force that seeks to wash away all remnants of the past. Surging waves crash against the shore. Sea spray soars as if there's a fierce battle between sky and the ocean. But in the end, rainwater and seawater will find their way back to each other. They will return to how they were before they parted ways. Okay. Xavier time. I've been waiting for this one. We all know Xavier's my main. And then I wanted to get through this part of the story fast. Because I'm very excited for the next section. Like the next update that came after this one. So good. Think I'll be able to finish it? I think so. They aren't really that long. I think it's been taking me about an hour to get through each one. If you don't count the beginning. Plus, it's been a while since I've done like longer streams. And I want to start doing a bit longer. No. Okay. Let's get into Xavier's route. So now we gotta find the protocore in Xavier's story. For some investigation combined with a vague hunch, I've identified a highly suspicious wanderer. Andrew is tracking it, but it's been several days since I got a response. This lull allows me to test the new gear Simone modified for me before the next mission. Simone! I love her. The only problem is that my partner, who promised to join me for this trial, is late as usual. That's Simone for you. She can turn even the simplest sidearm into something extraordinary. I switch on the safety and put away my gun. My gaze drifts to the empty lane beside me. Looks like Xavier, king of tardiness, didn't get the chance to try out the new gear first.
But at least I have the luck of a partner who's always thinking about me.
My boy is back! The door to the shooting range opens without me noticing. Xavier leans against the doorframe and smiles.
I got caught up following a new lead. I didn't have time to tell you.
Is it about the case you've been digging into? You've been really mysterious about it. Time you filled me in. He raises the cup in his hand as he speaks.
Let's talk over a cup of coffee first. I'll tell you everything then.
I follow Xavier to the training room's lounge area. I grab the cup of coffee he offers me. I cautiously take a small sip. It's a little hot and sort of weak, but it's still decent. You made this?
The coffee machine did all the work. I just put in the beans and provided the cup.
Sounds like you didn't do much, but the coffee isn't bad. Hearing this, Xavier chuckles. So, your investigation is coffee-related?
Certain people were smuggling painted protocore fragments in the coffee beans. I had to attend as a judge at the coffee contest. I figured that with all the effort they put in, there would be a clue about the ether cores. But all we got were some modified, regular protocores.
Oh, I thought... I pause, my gaze falls into the cup in my hand.
What is it?
Since joining Special Operations, Xavier and I busied ourselves with tracking down leads on the ether cores. But I always had a feeling he was carrying out this secret mission even long before he joined. I also think it's connected to Xavier's other secrets. This isn't the right time to delve into them. Okay. I hold myself back from saying I thought you'd know something related to the Ether Core's whereabouts. I thought you had more solid leads than Simone and I.
Oh, I figured you'd ask something more probing.
How so? As if reading my mind, Xavier gives me a chance to steer the direction of this conversation. When Xavier lowers his head in response to my question, it almost seems like he's slightly upset.
Isn't there anything you genuinely want to ask?
Despite everything we've been through so far, I never really pressed Xavier about his connection to the Ether Cores. In that case... Okay, how much do you know about the Ether Cores, and have you been tracking down Ether Cores before this? I want to ask, have you been tracking them down before this? But I feel like I won't get more info. Anyways, well, let's go for it. You've been tracking down Ether Cores before this? Because of my circumstances, I need to keep walking down this path. But what about you?
I'm in the same boat as you. Maybe the only difference is that I knew what the future would entail before I chose this path. And that very future is why I must continue to forge ahead.
I know. Noticing my thoughtful expression, he smiles and gently smooths the furrow between my brows. What do you mean, future, Xavier? Oh.
I know. You aren't satisfied with my answer. But there are some truths you have to see and decide for yourself.
I will not chill out. Xavier's hunter's watch as well as mine beep at the same time as he finishes speaking. Got a mission?
The wanderer you identified earlier, the one associated with the beta protocurve energy, is confirmed to be related to the ether cores. The detailed information has been synchronized with your device's data log. Get ready to head out. This wanderer will also be difficult to deal with. Should I ask Simone to assist you?
That won't be necessary. My best mission partner is back. What? No. I'm just happy because I know lore stuff and like this goes with like the future stuff and the things we learned in the new chapters. So I'm like, ah! I'm happy. The call ends. I raise an eyebrow at Xavier. I should witness the truths and answers I'm after for myself, but that doesn't mean I have to do it alone. One last question. I'd like to know if my partner is willing to fight alongside me for this, and whether or not it's just for today.
I believe this answer will meet your expectations. I'll always be with you, beyond just today.
So good. Okay. 2. Three days later, Lincoln City, Prestara University. Commission. Prestara Uni, status in progress. Lately, several students of Prestara University have disappeared after being attacked by the same wanderer, only to mysteriously reappear on campus a few days later. Although these students returned unscathed, they have no memory of what happened while they were missing. Hello, Kesselcom. Welcome, welcome. Find out the reason behind the disappearance and eliminate the wanderer on campus. Got it. That is my mission. Finish your goldfish? No. I still have some in my little baggie. A hand reaches over, turns off the interface of my hunter's watch, and adjusts my cuff before pulling away.
keep staring at it, everyone will soon figure out we're hunters.
How long have you played? Like, in general? How long have I been playing lads? Or how long have I been playing today? So very different answers. You're right, Xavier, my astronomy buddy. Overall, pretty much since it first came out. I've been playing since launch. Yeah. But what I've been doing on stream, I've been rereading through the main story and like events and stuff. You know that. But I am very much into lads. Who are your mains? Xavier. Xavier's my main. Next is like Silas and Caleb. The warm autumn sun peeks out from behind the leaves. It casts dappled light onto the corner of his mouth. You're cosplaying Raph this weekend?
That sounds a little staged.
I'm so happy. That makes me so happy.
Schoolmate, remember?
I actually have part of my cosplay for MC. I'm definitely gonna cosplay MC in the future. So. Oh, that's him saying that. Okay. So summary of what to do? Well, do you know anything about like the characters and stuff? Or know anything about Raphael? I'd say if you're gonna be Raphael, be over dramatic and petty. Cosplay characters lately made lads and give out wax sealed letters for characters I'm cosplaying. Oh my god, that's awesome! I love that. Let's see. 3 days ago, the wanderer that Andrew tracked using the beta protocurve showed up at Prestar University. Considering the recent student disappearances at the university, the association had assigned us with the mission to eliminate the wanderers. To prevent any unnecessary panic, Xavier and I are pretending to be students. With the university's help, we'll be conducting interviews with the attacked students under the guise of a campus TV station.
You're walking too fast.
Oh, you thought his birthday was next week? A few questions we can answer? Yeah! I am definitely down to talk about lads and to answer questions about lads. Yeah, his birthday is this week. It snuck up on me. But I will be playing through his birthday event when it comes out in a couple days. Yes, he does. He is a merman. My wrist is gently pulled, bringing me back to the moment I realize I've been rushing. This is the pace I'm used to when I'm on a mission. I look around and purposely slow down. Yes, he does. He does. He literally spends his time at home. He like will just lay down in his bathtub and chill there. And yeah, he loves being in the water and stuff. Aquaman? I mean, he is the sea god, so. And commands seagulls. He can talk to seagulls. Well, he can talk to like any kind of like creature, ocean creature. Like he can talk to fish and stuff and the seagulls. But we finally found a wanderer that's connected to the ether cores. I would rather move quickly to prevent any problems from happening.
You seem eager.
Aren't you? So thank you. Would you like to see my last letter? Yes. I would love to.
The Aether Course is always shrouded in secrecy. Out of 100 leads, one might get you somewhere at best. This lead seems unusually straightforward.
It's almost as if it's been set up for us to find. Is that what you want to say? Let me read this. Valentine, I wish to see my future with you, but all fates I can delve into, ours is unseeable. But even without powers, I can feel our futures entwined. I know I must be with you for what I am without you. When I have a mind that thinks of you, always eyes that you see everywhere, a heart that beats your name and soul, that yearns for your touch. What am I without you? I am nothing. Zane! I love that. I love that very much. It's fine, JJ. I'll read it. That's awesome. So you like make like the letters and like pass them out for like cosplay things? It's pretty cool. I can't wait till I have like my full cosplay done for MC, and then I can go to cons. It's almost as if it's been set up for us to find. Is that what you want to say?
It's just a guess.
Ooh, a follower go. Whoa. Thank you. You handful and steal everyone. And you invented your full technique. That is so cool. I love the dedication for that. Especially for cosplay. And we reached the follower goal. Or the next goal, which was 160. So thank you. Pretty awesome. Thank you very much. And I do stream lads at least once a week. Sometimes more if there's like an event or like a lot going on. Like this week, for example, I'll be doing Raphael's birthday event and stuff later this week. But yeah, that's what I do a lot on here. Okay. Let's see. Where are we with Xavier? Okay. You might be right, but with the lead right before our eyes, I can't shake the feeling that we need to check it out ourselves.
Yeah, you really are the powerful and impressive evolver everyone's been talking about. But before we meet those students, our first job is to act as students.
As we talk, we end up walking down a tree-lined path and arrive at a bustling square. Around us, numerous sleek, temporary booths are set up. Students are excitedly weaving through them.
Prestara University Club Recruitment.
Maybe in his We Did event, I'll use a mermaid. I think, well, if you, like, follow more of Raphael's route and, like, his cards and stuff, MC already knows. And I think she kind of already knows where we just read in the main story, but doesn't really know everything. But later she finds out a lot more in the newer chapters that I last read through. Let's see. There's so many people. Let's take a different route. It's almost time for our scheduled interview, and it wouldn't look good on us if we were late. Look at him as a student. Dressed up as a college student.
Yeah, it'll take a while. But how about we use this opportunity to relive our student days for a bit?
How are we going to do that? Theory. A game theory. Xavier stares at me, then he fixes my hair and takes off his non-prescription glasses. Look at him! Cover my eyes? Oh, I closed my eyes. Oh, he did cover my face. He puts them on my face. He put the glasses on me.
Much better.
Does this make me look more like a student?
It just looks nice.
Hi, are you a freshman this year? You seem perfect for the lead role in our film club's latest project. Are you interested?
He'll pour wine on himself. Okay, well, that's Silas. While the club members look down to find the registration form, a corner of Xavier's mouth slightly curls up.
What did I say?
I feel like Xavier was throwing his teammate under the bus, but this trick surprisingly works. By the time we arrive at our scheduled interview spot, I'm completely in student mode.
Hello. I'm the student council
Oh, he's shy.
president. So I was told you guys were hunters.
I don't know. To Xavier does, okay? Tall, lanky boy gives a slightly uneasy smile, his head sinking lower as he speaks.
The students who disappeared earlier are waiting in the classroom. They only know it's for a campus TV interview.
Sorry, could you repeat what you just said?
I mean, just keep the question simple and try not to scare anyone. After all, they've all had encounters with the Wanderer. Let's make sure we don't add to their trauma.
Understood. We'll be careful. Three. As we enter the classroom, several pairs of curious, wary eyes quickly focus on us. I clear my throat and offer a genuinely friendly smile. Hi, I'm a broadcast journalism major and a member of the campus television station. This is my partner. Xavier steps forward but doesn't speak, which prompts me to continue. He's the one who will handle the microphone and camera. He's an astronomy major. Our simple introduction doesn't achieve the effect we wanted. It's so, rehearsed. Perhaps the Wanderer did give them quite a square. They scrutinize us warily, but no one responds.
Hi,
A bag full of drinks appears from behind the door. The person holding it hesitates, struggling to gesture a couple of times. I take the bag, the vice president shyly smiles, then silently moves to sit by the classroom's back door. He's definitely an introvert. Cooperating with us on the university's behalf must be tough for him. When I distribute the drinks with Xavier, the classroom's tense atmosphere begins to soften. Why are we at this school? There was a Wanderer attack at this school. So some students got attacked by a Wanderer and went missing for a couple days. And then when they came back, they couldn't remember what happened or where they were for that amount of time. And so they're having me and Xavier go undercover and try to get some more information from the students. Because we also need to get... The Wanderers are the aliens that attacked. The ones that we fight. They're called Wanderers. And so we need to talk to them because they have information on the Ether Core, which is a pretty big deal, and we're trying not to let it get out, so... Yeah.
Oh, right. Didn't we meet up downstairs this morning?
I'm confused, so I only managed a grunt in response.
I think I forgot to check in for my morning class.
You're an astronomy major. Aren't you taking Dr. Ulysses' course?
It takes me a moment to realize that Xavier's somber tone doesn't match his hopeful eyes. As I move the chair, I lean in close to Xavier's ear. Did you do your research ahead of time?
I just threw out a question and didn't expect it to go anywhere.
Straightening his posture, Xavier smiles and looks at the student who responds to his question earlier.
Yeah, his classes are really tough.
The student relaxes as the conversation begins to flow more naturally.
When it comes to the strictest professor at Prestara University, no one can beat Dr. Ulysses. But it's not that bad. While he's strict in class, he's pretty chill on the basketball court when classes are over. Actually, I missed one of Dr. Ulysses' meetings because of that Wanderer incident. Thanks for reminding me. I need to catch up with him later.
You're welcome.
Xavier adjusts his position and gives me a knowing look. Seeing Xavier's cue, I quietly switch on the recorder and casually throw out a question. Besides missing out on the meeting, can you tell us a bit more about what happened after the attack? You can say whatever you want, don't worry. We won't disclose any personal information. Students exchange looks. They seem resolved to speak.
I'll go first then.
Not sure if it's just me, but his eyes seemed to go blank for a moment after he said that. Day 2, Lecture Hall.
What are you doing?
Shh, we're not actually here for the lecture, but we might as well look the part.
In this very space, objects are no longer unable to escape from it. Or rather, they can only escape from it.
I was trying to listen to what he was saying. I slide the open textbook to the center of the desk, line up my notebooks and pens, and place a water bottle to the side. Your desk is so neat. It's only a matter of time before the professor notices. According to a student's account, the incident occurred outside the classroom. He was heading to a meeting with the professor. I decided to talk to this professor to see if we could gather any new clues. So I dragged Xavier with me the next day and we snuck into his class.
Yeah, it's a perfect disguise. The way you quickly claimed a seat in the back was nice and clean, too.
Back row is the VVVIP section. It has a great view and ambiance, perfect for relaxing entertainment and even... sippies. Okay. Let me see. Spotting two students in the back row secretly holding hands under the desk, I casually changed the subject. Where do you prefer to sit when you were in school?
I didn't have a
Okay,
particular
sippies.
preference, but I usually sat in the back too. The sunlight was nice.
Okay, JJ, I took a sippy. So let me stretch. Stretch out and move around a bit. How comfortable are the desks and chairs?
They were okay.
As our casual chat drifts on, I flip open my notebook and turn my attention back to our mission. Even though we learned a lot of details from talking to the students affected by the attack yesterday, we didn't find anything notable. Those 5 students were either normal people or evolvers. They encountered the Wanderer in various spots. Some were on the tree-lined path and others were in the labs. And they woke up in different places afterwards. This Wanderer doesn't seem to be limited to indoor or outdoor spaces. There's no clear pattern to where it shows up.
It's not completely random, though.
Xavier takes the pen from me and draws a few circles on my notebook.
All the incidents happened at night. If that's connected to the Wanderer's behavior, then we can narrow our search. Also, all these students just started college this year.
Does that mean something?
Maybe this Wanderer thinks freshmen are easy targets.
Then it must have access to the university's enrollment system. I flip through the notebook pages again and again, yet nothing clicks. Seems like the Wanderer is targeting students at random, but I can't believe it's just coincidence.
In this world, many coincidences are often part of a larger scheme. These students are being chosen for a reason. We just haven't figured it out yet.
Some Wanderers do target certain individuals. For example...
You, over there.
Realizing the sudden silence around me, I look up to see Dr. Ulysses on the podium. He's smiling.
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Oh
The
no.
lady in the back row. Come up here and show everyone what a Morris Thorn wormhole is.
I know astronomy. Oh. You know who knows astronomy? And has traveled through space and time? Never thought I'd get caught talking in class. For a moment, I'm stunned and don't know how to respond.
No? Then let's have your friend try. Come along now.
I tug at Xavier's clothes and quickly whisper, "Let me do it. If I mess up, I'll just apologize." Xavier reassuringly squeezes my hand, stands up, and confidently walks to the podium. Classroom lights dim and a holographic projection appears from his fingertips. It forms the image of the universe.
In theory, the Morris Thorn wormhole is a traversable wormhole. It is spherically symmetrical and features a throat that bridges two black holes. The throat is a finite spherical region containing negative energy density matter to counteract gravitational forces inside the wormhole.
As Xavier speaks in a measured tone, the stars shift under his touch to gradually form a wormhole model. The lights from the distant planets flicker before us, and his silhouette seemingly stretches across light years. For a moment, I wonder, was Xavier like this back in college?
Correct. The negative energy's repulsive gravitational properties keep the wormhole's throat open, allowing matter or signals to pass through.
Wow, Xavier.
Time travel becomes possible with this model.
What the heck? Hold up. I died. Yeah, I'm back. I froze for a second.
For example, the deep space tunnel above us might very well be a giant wormhole.
Yeah.
The mysterious deep space signals could then make their way to our distant Earth. Perhaps certain materials, or even other forms of life, can find us through these cosmic channels.
Interesting.
What are you thinking about?
I snap back to reality. Xavier has crossed the starry expanse and now stands before me. Yeah. Like you literally traveled through this yourself. He's within arm's reach once more. I'm curious, were you really an astronomy graduate?
Who knows? I have too many diplomas at home. I need to check first.
Oh my god, Xavier! He's so smart. He's so smart. I mean, he has been on Earth for the last 200 years, so... I guess he just decided to take a bunch of classes and get a bunch of degrees. The bell rings, signaling the end of the lecture. The classroom empties out quickly, even though it was packed just moments ago. As the professor starts to pack, I approach him. I'm about to ask about the students who were attacked.
Xavier, have you been a deep space hunter for so long that you want to relive your college days?
Hey! Professor walks away from the podium, one hand holding his bag and the other in his pocket. His serious demeanor is gone.
Hello. Are you also a deep space hunter? His colleague, perhaps?
Hey!
This is Ulysses. He's an old friend of mine. Now he works as an assistant professor.
I was promoted to associate professor 2 years ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
First there was Jeremiah, a mysterious florist, now a university physics professor? I'm once again shocked by how unpredictable Xavier's social circle is. I love Jeremiah.
You're not the type of person to visit without a reason. Did something happen at the university?
I'm on a mission.
Well, if you're involved, it can't be just any mission. Should I be expecting a major incident to take place?
Looks like I'm not the only one who has a certain impression about Xavier. This gives me a perfect opening to ask him about the Wanderer. Dr. Ulysses, we heard one of your students was attacked by a Wanderer and went missing a few days ago. Were you in the area when this happened? Ulysses pauses for a moment before nodding.
I was in the lab preparing for a meeting when I heard a scream outside the room, but I didn't find anything even after looking around. I later learned that a student had been attacked by a Wanderer. Fortunately, he wasn't seriously injured.
Looks like Ulysses didn't see the Wanderer. I'm a little disappointed.
Did the lab's flux stabilizer show any reaction?
No.
I immediately get what Xavier is hinting at. If the flux stabilizer didn't react, then the Wanderer's metaflux fluctuation level must be below 50. There are only a few Wanderers capable of such stealth. Our search is narrowed considerably.
It's also possible we're dealing with a modified Wanderer.
True. As if reading my mind, Xavier reveals another observation. I nod. Got it. I'll ask Andrew to compare the protocurve data with the possible Wanderer profiles.
Wait, I just remembered something. The flux stabilizer can't detect that level of metaflux. However, the research center's RMFMA might.
RMFMA?
But the research center isn't even near here.
It was moved to the campus earlier this year, so it's not that far away now. It should have captured the metaflux fluctuation and its dynamic range when the Wanderer appeared.
Then can we use that device for a bit?
RMFMA. It stands for Reflective Metaflux Field Monitor and Analyzer.
A flicker of doubt crosses my mind, but I push it aside for now. I'll wait for Ulysses to respond.
Sure. As long as you have the clearance to operate it and access the system, you can use it.
If we don't quite fit those requirements...
Let's go.
Huh? Xavier picks up my backpack and turns to Ulysses.
Aren't you going to lead the way?
MC's just like, huh? What is going on here? He knows so much. The research center Ulysses mentioned is formerly known as for Story University Deepspace Exploration Research Center. It houses the RMFMA under a skylight on the 3rd floor. Machine's brass casing and bulky appearance make it stick out like a sore thumb. Yet the screen's flashing, indicator lights, and fast-moving images exude a sophisticated air.
This analyzer is one of the most advanced pieces of tech in the past few decades, and it remains so today. It can detect the slightest fluctuations in the deep space tunnel. Unfortunately, there are fewer than 10 of them in the world. Many talented researchers and professors have turned down prestigious offers elsewhere. Also, they could work with the RMFMA at our research center.
Do Xavier and I need to apply for access first to retrieve its data? Where's Xavier? Xavier? Oh.
All the data related to the Wanderer is corrupted.
Xavier appears from behind the RMFMA. He removes his safety goggles and takes off his disposable lab coat. How did you... Aside from how did you operate the machine and you know how to use it? I focus on the most important one. What do you mean by corrupted? Did it capture even a trace of the Wanderer?
Yes. It showed that a Wanderer appeared on the university University's campus in the past 2 weeks. But all the data has been tampered with. The
Interesting.
generated spectrum also has many errors. It can't be used as a clue.
The hem and cuffs of his lab coat somehow got tangled together. Xavier frowns and pulls harder, but they're still stuck. Raise your hand a little more. Let me help you. As I help Xavier wriggle out of his lab coat, my mind races with questions. Maybe the RMFMA is too old, so it's malfunctioning?
If that were the case, the first issues wouldn't show up in detection and sampling errors. Which means someone deliberately tampered with it.
Once he's out of the lab coat, I meet his gaze. It's brimming with confidence. It's a rare, high-end device, yet Xavier seems to know it inside and out and can even log into the system to use it. I slightly pull him forward. I purposely change my expression and lower my voice. Alright, cut to the chase. How are you able to operate this machine?
It might look complex.
Oh my god,
it's
Xavier.
actually easy to use.
You know that's not what I meant.
You're not really going to interrogate me right now, are you?
As Ulysses returns from examining the data, I let go of Xavier. I step back to make room.
The data is corrupted, and just as you suggested, someone probably tampered with it. However, the research center is a secure, newly built facility that few people can access. If we include me, only a handful of researchers work here. The last system login was recorded to be over a month ago.
Has anyone else been in here the past 2 weeks?
Ulysses thinks long and hard before finally giving a hesitant reply.
Yes, but it's not anything suspicious. There was a study event here for new students. Part of the event included a tour of our facilities. That was when we introduced them to this analyzer.
The new students who started this year. Could it be...
Those 5 students who were attacked all enrolled this year.
Xavier voices my thoughts. I take out my phone, check the school's official website, and quickly find the article about the study event. 5 students were selected. They are...
Here.
Xavier points to the 5 names displayed on the screen.
All the students who encountered the Wanderer are listed.
That's a coinky-dink. Study event, the tampered device, the elusive Wanderer. Everything's starting to connect. This isn't a coincidence, Xavier. Something's off about that study event. The Wanderer is targeting its participants.
Indeed.
He agrees but keeps his fingers on the screen. I look again. Group leader, Soren, vice president of the student council. Ooh.
Hello. I'm the student council's vice president.
Now he's
I was
sus.
told you guys were hunters.
It's the same guy who helped us on behalf of the university and the only one who wasn't attacked. He's definitely suspicious.
There's only one way to find out.
I'm contacting him right now. Xavier is the first to head out. After saying goodbye to Ulysses, I'm about to leave, but a glance at the wall makes me stop in my tracks. Instead of a certificate, there's an old framed group photo at the top. It's yellowed with age, and the faces in that photo are all a bit blurry. Yet the person who's on the edge, I look closer, and that indistinct figure suddenly comes into focus. It's Xavier. Xavier in this photo. Interesting. Interesting. I sit on the bench near the basketball court. I watch the ball arc through the air and precisely hit the back rim of the hoop. Oh. I'm good at basketball here. Bounces back into Xavier's hand. It's hard to fully appreciate the rare sunset, something I haven't seen much since graduation. It won't be long until I meet Soren. I subconsciously lower my head to look at my phone, still as my chat with him. Still a little unclear about the students. Could you go over some details with us in person? How about we meet up in 20 minutes at the lecture hall in the main teaching building?
Sorry, I'm at the student union. There's a student council meeting right now. It won't end until at least 7 p.m.
It's okay, we'll wait for you downstairs at the student union.
You've been quiet for a while.
Huh? Oh, really? Xavier stops moving and stands by the 3-point line. He gazes at me.
We know he's in a meeting inside this building. Unless his evol lets him create wings so he can fly away, we'll definitely see him.
I look at the open door in front of the student union, then I look at Xavier's calm face. I wonder what's making the victim stay quiet about the study event. Then there's Soren. He knows why we're here, but doesn't say anything. He's really behind this. That's some nerve.
Maybe he doesn't want to get caught up in any trouble. Either way, we'll be able to ask him soon. And if he still refuses to talk, we can investigate.
He keeps gazing at me. His eyes are firm and steady. I nod. And he offers me the basketball.
Want to try?
Noah's invitation is actually his way of offering me a break from the mission. Can't bring myself to refuse, so I stand up. Sure. After a brief warm-up, I confidently aim the ball at the hoop. Before I can throw it, a sparrow just lands on the hoop. Interrupted by that, I turn to look at Xavier. The Wanderer's appearance isn't a coincidence, then it just confirms our suspicion. Someone lured us here on purpose.
Should we call for backup in advance? Or are you implying there's a high chance the Ether Core is here? I'm going to guess the latter.
Sparrow is attracted to the small balls of light and flies away. Xavier moves closer and supports my arm.
Aim it a bit higher. Good. Now throw.
My accuracy is slightly off this time. The ball hits the backboard and rolls to my feet. I bend down to pick it up. Maybe it's not as terrible as I think it is. It could just be a coincidence, and Soren is a dedicated vice president of the student council. Does seem to be good, well-behaved student, sort of like you. Xavier takes the ball from my hand and steps back to give me a demonstration.
Perhaps it's because he looks like a good student that makes him the best at doing things behind the scenes.
Posture check and sippies!
Secrets on their faces.
Kyrun.
The calmer the water's surface, the easier it is to hide dangerous undercurrents.
Okay. Sit up and stretch a little. And have some sippies. Okay. I wonder how this all unfolds. You guys have a lot to say about other people, but what about you? Yeah, you don't talk about yourself much. Very mysterious person. Calling the blurry, yellowish photo from the research center, I move closer to Xavier. Maybe it's the backlight that causes flickering spots to appear in my vision. My consciousness falters for a moment. Oh, I was passed out. Xavier, when I first saw him, Xavier in the no-hunt zone, Xavier in the research center, and Xavier playing basketball at sunset. They appear in front of me all at once. They line up gracefully and blend into the figure of the person before me.
Me?
What secrets are you hiding behind your calm face? From the distant past to the present, who are you? Really? Even though I'm so close to you, experienced all these life and death situations with you, I still cannot seem to fully understand you.
Huh?
Xavier's puzzled gaze lingers on my face and suppresses the questions in my heart. The only thing I eventually say is, I was going to ask if you're truly a good student, or do you have some secrets? After thinking for a moment, he speaks in a calm tone.
I'd say I'm a good student. I paid attention in class and always kept my eyes on the front of the classroom. That's how I kept ending up making eye contact with a classmate who frequently turned around during class.
He looks at me with a knowing gaze. I look back into his eyes and feel as if everything sounds familiar. Maybe your classmate just wanted to check the clock at the back of the classroom. See how much time was left before class was over.
Oh. You're asking if I have a hidden side to me like Soren?
I think there's another, like, super spoilery thing with Xavier. But since I already told that he's from the future and stuff, he has also seen and met MC in many of her lifetimes. Like, they always meet each other. And sadly, a few times MC has just died in his arms. And he keeps, like, experiencing this, so... or, like... Yeah, like, MC always gets, like, sacrificed. And... so, he's seen a lot of her lifetimes. And one of the things was they did go to school. They were in, like, a college together. Fortunately, Xavier doesn't seem to expect one from me. Instead, he slightly lowers his head as if he's talking to himself.
But the parts of me you think you know, and the parts you think you don't know, they make up who I am. All of me. Right here in front of you.
No longer pay attention to the basketball. The sound of it bouncing on the ground echoes in my ears. It isn't until I see Xavier's hand wave in front of me that I realize the lingering sound is my heartbeat.
I think we have a new lead.
I compose myself and look in the direction that Xavier is pointing in. I catch sight of an enthusiastic student from yesterday's interview. He's walking out of the student union. Didn't he say he needed a week off after the Wanderer attack? I grab Xavier's arm. Something's not right. Let's ask him. Okay. Let's go to 7. Before we get close, the student immediately recognizes me and Xavier. He excitedly waves at us.
What a coincidence! Why are you here?
Didn't you say you were going to take a week's leave at home? What brings you back? With no time to lose, I get straight to the point, but the student looks confused.
Huh? Did I say that yesterday? I don't remember at all.
Ooh, interesting.
After the attack, my friend said my memory had gotten worse. I thought it
Raid!
was better over the past couple of days.
Oh, Raid! Hello, Camille. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hello, welcome. Boo. Hello, Camille. Hello, Marky. Welcome. Hi, guys. Welcome. I am currently playing Love in Deepspace. Just kind of playing through the main story. Hello, welcome. Always nice to see you. The other unks decided to join. Yeah. Yep. Just here, I've been playing through Love in Deepspace. Like the main story. I'm like a little over halfway through it currently. Have you deep loved yet? I have a very deep loved. Yes. This is one of like my favorite games, so I love streaming it, and I'm having so much fun like rereading the main story and revisiting things and playing through like events and all that. In Deepspace though? Yeah, in Deepspace. I'm ahead of you in the main story. I'm rereading. Yeah. I was about to say, I am past this. Yeah, I've been playing pretty much since the game launched, so I usually keep up with the updates and I'm caught up. But for stream, I've been replaying and rereading a lot of the lore and things in the main story. Never played lads, it'd be down to, oh my god, down too bad if you did. Join me in the dark side. Get into lads. Trying to convince Camille, you do it. I would be very, very happy. The new card is crazy. Oh, you're talking about the Silas. Yeah, the Silas, the 4-star for the promise. Do I need to show it? I will exit. You already have Pro Sekai and Genshin. Okay. I got back into Genshin like a week ago? A week or two ago? Hold up. Apparently Xavier's telling me to hydrate. Let me take a sippy. Go free to play? Yeah. I mean, the story's really interesting. I highly recommend. But yeah. I haven't played Genshin in like years. And like I only played like a little bit of like the very beginning when I did play years ago. And so like the past week I've restarted Genshin and it's taken over. But that one I'm trying to stay free to play for because there's this game called Love in Deepspace. But hold up. See, this is what we were talking about. This card. This new one for the promise is crazy. Like, what is going on? Anyways. Yeah, that's what people were telling me, that they're getting into the last nation and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get into it. Dingus. It's like, because the new promise I think just came out today or yesterday, and when I saw this was a new card, I was like, hold up, what is going on here? Anyways, and there's Zane. Look, Zane. He's so normal. And not pouring wine down himself. Anyways. That's, what I've been up to. Dracula parrot? What does that mean? Let's get back into this one. You guys hear the knocking? I know what a parrot is. Do you guys hear the knocking? I'm curious if it actually is picked up on the mic. Yeah, that's Stinky. He's done hanging out. Silas nip ending. Actual nip, yeah. In lads you do. Hold up. back. I had to let the kitty out. Okay, kitty's no longer here. I'm sad. Goodbye, Stinky. Scared of the nip? No. Okay.
What a coincidence.
Let's listen till we get to the wherever we left off.
Huh? Did I say that yesterday? After the attack, my friend said my memory had gotten worse. My father was getting better over the past couple of days.
Okay, here we go. Oops. Go back to 1. There we go. Okay. Just get back into it.
Do you recall attending a study event around 2 weeks ago? Did anything strange
Double
happen at that
speed.
time?
A study event?
That's weird. None of them know anything. He frowns, thinking hard for a long time, and then suddenly something dawns on him.
It wasn't weird, but we did come across something intriguing. When we visited the Deepspace Exploration Research Center, there was this unique piece of equipment on the 3rd floor.
The RFMA, something like that. I forgot the acronym.
For a short while, I felt like I walked straight into a haunted house.
He dramatically gestures, still looking a bit shaken. Also, he sounds way more excited and happy. Because when we were interviewing them yesterday, they were like, yeah, we were attacked by a wanderer, and we're like really weird. But now he's like excited and happy sounding.
I'm always terrified of. I almost screamed. After the tour, others said they had the same feeling. That for a moment, they fell into a really scary place.
Wait, you're saying you all had a hallucination? Who else was there?
It was just the 5 of us, and the vice president. The guide had to step out for a bit, so we were on our own.
It's not a hallucination. This is something the RMFMA can also
RMFMA. You mean...
To make a long story short, it's like recreating a plane of existence and overlapping it with our reality. But only a few people know about this. We surely underestimated Soren.
Xavier grabs my wrist with one hand and supports my back with the other.
Hold on.
Wait, you know where he is?
The research center. He'll get there before us.
Ooh. True, let's go. Daylight's last glimmer sinks below the horizon and night arrives. As we stand in front of the research center again, the building takes on a more mysterious air under the night sky. Soren stands under the skylight on the 3rd floor. His back faces us. That's so weird.
You're quicker than I thought.
I should have known the moment I saw you.
Xavier stops behind him. After a brief pause of tension, Soren turns around.
Do you think you can still order me around, Xavier?
Xavier? He has a glance at me, then he looks away.
You can't, and neither can she.
A sudden gust of wind stirs the indoor air. My heart trembles as I sense a faint energy fluctuation. Xavier, something's here. A light blade forms in Xavier's hand. I also take out my firearm from my belt holster. I walk over and stand next to him. Let's take down Soren before the Wanderer arrives. Before I can get any closer, Soren disappears. I hear his voice behind me.
It's too late. It'll take you to the place you've always wanted to visit.
He can also teleport? Could he be... Hi. The intensity of the energy fluctuation significantly soars. Xavier's hunter watch as well as mine beep at the same time before I can react. In the shadowy corner where the moonbeam doesn't reach, a colossal beast has stirred to life. This energy, it's fierce.
A wanderer with an ether core.
Pretty crazy. It can't stay here. We need to lure it out. The light blade cleaves through the heavy darkness, its shockwaves ripple to the end of the corridor. The wanderer pauses its assault before creating an even fiercer wall of wind. It charges towards us once again.
You took the bait.
A huge shadow looms over us. I turn around and aim my gun. The expected protofield doesn't materialize. Instead, I feel a sudden coolness on my face, as if I'm being pushed through a barrier. Out of the corner of my eye, the RMFMA something. Before everything goes completely dark, I reach for Xavier's hand. I accidentally clicked, and I grab nothing. That was 7. Okay. Let's go to 8. We're on the last half. Okay. Nebulae tranquility hang in the sky as if they're the eyes of the universe. Faint rays of light spill over the shadows of trees that sway like waves. This feels like a protofield. Countless waves of both strong and subtle forces swirl through my heart. I stand in this unfamiliar forest enveloped in thick fog. This definitely isn't a regular protofield. The energy here is erratic and the fluctuations are violent. Xavier, can you hear me? Call out to him several times, but only the wind's rustling of branches and leaves answers me. He's probably dragged into the protofield too. I have to find him quickly. I look up and the meteor streaks across the sky. It leaves behind a trail of fire as it flies past the tops of the tall trees. A meteor? Several more follow suit before I can say more. All of them are heading towards one side of the forest. I can't help but follow them. In an instant, the night sky is ablaze with countless rays of light. Meteors pour down like rain. They disperse the fog and darkness which plagues the forest as they fall in the same direction. Are they guiding me? I walk faster, gradually quickening my pace until I break into a sprint. Like me, the meteors fall even more intensely and rapidly. It's as if they're urging me to run with all my might.
Is that you?
Oh, this voice, Xavier? Where is...
Where are you?
Even though I can clearly hear Xavier's voice, I don't know where it's coming from. Is it in front of me? Or is it echoing from the depths of my heart? Brilliant arcs of light flash before me as the wind's whistle resounds in my ear. My heart surges, overwhelmed by the surrounding chaotic energy. I have a bad feeling. Please stay safe, Xavier. I hope nothing bad happened to you. Scary. As I traverse the dense fog, a mirror-like lake suddenly comes into view. Meteors streak down, falling into the expanse where the lake meets the sky. This is a past location memory. Or I guess, future? The energy fluctuations get even stronger now. It pulls at my heart to the point where I struggle to breathe. Overwhelmed, I stumble and sink to my knees.
I'm not interested in playing hide and seek. Come out.
Whoa, Xavier! You don't usually hear him like that. I frantically look around and spot Xavier near the lake's shore. Another figure quickly appears in front of him.
We're old friends at the end of the day, right? But you decided to greet me with a sword. That's cruel.
Okay. Soren. No, that's just an illusion? Soren adjusts his glasses and his previously friendly, bashful expression vanishes.
You haven't changed even after all these years. You're still afraid of the
Starfall Forest. Very sad memory.
As if you're any different. To you, the ends always justify the means.
What are you trying to say? You have no right to criticize me!
Soren's laughter, twisted with rage, contorts his features into an unsettling and unrecognizable expression. I think Soren was the one from the newer chapters, too. Like, I think he was also in the newer chapters. I think? His name is familiar, so I think he comes back later.
I used my life's work on you. I did everything I could to help you pass through the deep space tunnel. And what did I get in return? I was abandoned, trampled on, and turned into an outcast in this time and space.
Those were the rewards for your choices.
His figure vanishes with his words. He reappears in front of Soren in the blink of an eye, the tip of his sword poised to kill. Countless sharp light blades rain down on Soren. Only his panicked voice can be heard within the dazzling spectacle of light.
You. Killing an apparition is a waste of time.
Then why did you dodge?
Beam of light descends and the apparition is sliced in half. It's not just an illusion. Somehow, it and his actual body are connected. Struggling, I rush to help Xavier, but I fall again. Energy in the surrounding area has changed. Wait! Xavier's evil is... Xavier's flurry of attacks continue, and there's no room for counterattacks. Nothing is out of the ordinary in terms of his appearance, yet... his usually serene sparks of light scatter and fly chaotically around him, as if they've lost control, agitated or consumed by something.
It's time to put an end to this charade.
Wait! You can kill me. But what about her?
Meteor falls into the center of the lake. It awakens a sparkling light that twirls into a vague illusion. The silhouette wears a hunter's uniform. It's hard to make out, yet it's unmistakably familiar. It's me! Why am I in this vision? My head, it hurts. But why? Yes, it's at that moment I realize something. Soren created this illusion to distract Xavier. He's using the lapse in judgment to attack Xavier's mind with his evil. In any other situation, Xavier would have no difficulty dealing with this type of evil. But with how chaotic the protofield is, along with his power... Xavier falters, but he slowly regains his footing. When he raises his head, his unfocused eyes resemble a frozen lake. They're cold and empty.
It can't be her. She's not a sacrifice. I will put an end to everything.
Xavier, no. Xavier, I'm right here. That's an illusion. Perhaps weakened by Xavier's attacks, the bullet makes the apparition stagger. With the reluctant sullen expression, the apparition dissipates. The energy fluctuation also calms down. Feeling the apparition on the water surface is gone, Xavier continues to head towards the center of the lake. His expression is cold and his movements are stiff. It's as though an invisible force is pulling him along. This isn't good. The evil is still controlling Xavier. I rush out to stop him. Xavier! Context, they would sacrifice MC and sacrifice people to live. And MC died in his arms at this lake, so that's why it's a very bad memory for him.
Doesn't deserve to be saved.
Stop him. Come back to reality, Xavier. Look, I'm right here.
You are... Stay here. Run. Otherwise, you'll... as well.
His power is fading. Is this space trying to consume him? What's going on? Why can't I control your evil?
It's okay. Starfall Forest will stop once it has enough power. It will. I didn't protect you before. At least, it chose me this time.
Enough power? In that case, the Ether Core's power should satisfy it.
No.
Xavier?
You really are reckless.
Man, okay. I would say when the trailer came out for this new section of the story, everyone was freaking out. It's crazy. Because Xavier was just actively dying there and trying to, like, sacrifice himself. It's like, what? Just happens out of nowhere. That was 8. Okay, 9. Not allowed to do that, Xavier. No, no, no. Do you recognize me, Xavier?
Hey. Are you okay?
Don't move. I apply medicine to the wound on his arm, but he abruptly pulls away. I almost dropped the bandage. Xavier ignores my command and grabs my shoulders. He gives me a once-over. I'm fine. Don't tell me you're underestimating the power of an ether core.
I underestimated you. An ether core's power isn't something anyone should mess with. If you use it carelessly, the protofield would have devoured you. What then?
I couldn't just stand there. Couldn't just stand there and watch you get consumed. Saving you took priority.
You didn't answer the question. What will happen then?
Tan grips my shoulders more tightly. I glance at Xavier's pursed lips and pat his tense arm. Xavier, are you mad? I'll admit, I was a little reckless, but wouldn't you have done the same thing if you were me? Don't be upset. It won't help heal. It won't help heal. It won't help you heal and might affect your evil.
You always have so many reasons, but you never listen to me.
I will next time. Probably not. Poke his face again and again until he reveals a helpless smile. Takes the bandage beside me, quickly wraps it around his arm a couple times, and then stands up.
The energy fluctuations around us have only temporarily subsided. They could spike again at any moment. And Soren is adding fuel to the fire. We need to get out of here before he makes his next move.
While you are still unconscious, I use my evil to scout the area. This protofield does more than just devour power. I can't find its boundaries at all. It's like a space where if you shout, there won't be an echo.
Don't worry.
After getting his bearings, Xavier leads me deeper into the forest.
Cloverfield's environment was based on my memories, so there might be something that can help us leave.
I never heard of a wander that can invade and read memories before. How long goes the trailer for this chapter? A year, over a year, a little over a year. Like not this December, but it was like last December. 2024. And they made that trailer, like all their trailers are like, okay, like, but like whatever. And then when they saw the Xavier trailer, everyone was like, nah. Why? Like, I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, Xavier's story's next. And then we got the trailer, and I was like, can it not be sad for once? No. I was so happy. I was like, yay, Xavier content! It's been so long, and I've been waiting for more Xavier content. Xavier will die this chapter. Ugh. I guess MC saved him, but that was pretty crazy. And especially if they're at Starfall Forest is like a big deal with Xavier. And it's pretty traumatized by this place. But I don't even know what was said last. Or does this Wanderer's connection with the Ether Core make it different?
There's also the possibility that Soren made some modifications to it.
After a brief silence, I carefully choose my words before speaking. Soren, he used to be your ally, right?
It was a long...
He's a backtracker, which means he was on the same mission and everything with Xavier, and they got stranded here. Lightblade slices through several overgrown branches to clear a path. It dissipates into shimmering specks of light.
He changed his appearance and hid his evil. He needs to hide his secrets and also be in a position to strike me down if needed.
I immediately remember the perilous moments I faced with Xavier. We first met at the abandoned research base with the Luminivores and the robots watching us at the Azure Square. He sent them?
Maybe.
Xavier holds out a small light as if sensing something. He releases it and lets out a dry laugh.
This forest.
Oh god, not Carter.
Designed for me. This can only be his doing.
If Carter's the new Leon, nope. I will not have any of his cards. Even if they're given to me for free, I will not take them. He really seems to know you well, but he also hates you. Calling the conversation I heard, I hesitate for a second. Did something happen in this forest? MC, don't ask this. Is that why you're afraid of it? Moonlight gently falls, softening Xavier's features into a blur. Then I hear his voice again.
Rather than what's already happened, I'm more afraid of what might come in the future. But right now, you terrify me the most. You used the power of the Ether Core this time. I'm worried about what you'll do next.
What I've done can't be compared to your actions. Why don't you tell me what you did in the past? You want to start telling the truth?
We're here.
Okay. 10. 10, and then we have a battle. It's Traceback 2. I think that's what it's called. Following his gaze, I see a massive spaceship. It's the spaceship in the newer chapters. Oh my god. Following his gaze, I see a massive spaceship hidden behind the towering trees. Unlike the wreckage I saw in the no-hunt zone number 42, this one is more intact with far more sophisticated engineering. Seen MC die countless times or just once? I think multiple times. But that one was particularly sad. Inside are various unfamiliar devices that are set up to form a makeshift command center. It's surrounded by papers lying scattered all over the place.
You really are here.
You're not planning to use this spaceship to take us out of this protofield, right?
It can break through even the most chaotic gravitational energy flux. A protofield might not stand a chance against it. Let's just try it and see.
He flips several switches one by one. Faint blue lights illuminate. Traceback 2!
Traceback 2. Phyllis 1101 PLS is now online.
Philos? That name sounds familiar.
It's my homeland. A place far away from here.
I silently repeat the name to myself and feel a strange sensation as it resounds in the depths of my heart. Pick up the papers next to him. The messy handwriting and symbols seem like they're from another universe. Backtracker's logbook, spatio-temporal coordinate parameters. You and Soren were both members of the Backtrackers?
Yes.
The image of the spaceship slowly loads onto a floating holographic screen. He scans the complex data line by line.
Even though we called it a small group, there were quite a lot.
Yeah, I want to know how many there were. Because I was questioning that when I was reading through the newer chapters. I was like, there's a lot of them. I thought it was only like a small group. Oh, I guess that's literally what he just said. I didn't remember that line.
All this time, only a few of us remain.
I think there's still quite a bit of you.
Inspection complete. Please enter your password and verify your identity.
Xavier doesn't respond and continues to press certain buttons on the panel. Then he places his hand on one side of the screen.
Your identity has been verified. It's been a long time, Captain.
Captain.
Prepare for departure.
Understood. Commencing pre-flight checks.
Just remembered what happened in the newer chapters.
Would you like to ask me more questions? You must have many more questions.
I have so many questions.
I won't hide anything. Just ask.
I do have a lot. Like, who were the Backtrackers? Why did you come to this world? Where did the spaceship come from? However, you said everyone has secrets and motives. At the very least, I know you're not my enemy. It's all the assurance I need. Besides, now's not the best time for long stories. Let me say this first. This doesn't mean I won't ask more questions later. Once we're out of this mess, you're going to tell me everything, slowly and in great detail.
I'm okay with that.
Satisfied, I nod. When I step back, my hand accidentally flips a switch. Huh?
Oh, celestial body of mine, slumbering adrift in darkness.
This voice? Xavier?
Which never heeds the whispers of life.
Xavier, that's you, isn't it? It's like recording poetry of himself. What was that? A pair of hands cover my ears before the words can finish.
It's not me.
Really?
No.
Then why can't I listen to it? Seeing his ears turn red, I can't help but chuckle. I pat the arm resting across my face. Right, it's someone else. Or maybe the spaceship misses its captain so much that it's imitating your voice for fun.
Yes, I agree. It's something like that.
During the brief silence, Xavier releases me and quickly shuts off the recording. I'm about to tease him again when an alarm makes us tense.
Protocore energy is low. Unable to start. Please refill the protocore energy cells to ensure a successful journey.
While the red warning lights flash, a sharp pain shoots through my chest. Xavier, the protofield is acting up again.
I know.
There's no doubt that Soren is manipulating the Wanderers hidden within the protofield. He's trying to trap us again.
Prepare for launch.
It's recommended to refill the protocore energy cells before takeoff. Do you still want to proceed with the launch?
Yes.
Understood. Initiating countdown.
Don't worry.
Before I can object, Xavier pushes me into the seat in the cockpit.
Protocore energy isn't the only thing that can fuel this spaceship. Although it can't support long voyages, escaping this protofield should be no problem.
After pressing a few buttons on the control panel, he takes something from the cabin wall and fastens it to his wrist. He sits down in the cockpit and takes my hand. He presses it against his chest. A sense of foreboding washes over me.
I need you.
You're going to use your E-ball as fuel? No! I try to pull my hand away, but he tightly holds onto it. Don't even think about it. The protofield already drained your energy. You're not allowed to use your E-ball right now. It's very obvious that fueling this spaceship will be too much for him. Sorry, I summoned...
It's not a big deal.
the SIRI.
Using EVOL as emergency fuel is actually one of this spaceship's unique features. In the past, EVOL came to our rescue during several crises. It enabled us to make safe emergency landings. Besides, I've got you here with me. You're aware of the changes an ether core can bring. With your current strength, you can resonate and enhance my EVOL, right?
But...
only you have the power to help us safely leave the protofield. Trust me.
He cuffs my cheek with his other hand. With a soft voice, he makes a promise to me.
Your power will keep me safe.
Counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7.
My heartbeat races, whether it's because our current circumstances or the intensifying energy fluctuations. Pain in my chest grows sharper. Amid the blaring alarms, the spaceship begins its final countdown. The flickering lights spiral into chaos. Xavier looks at me, his expression as calm as it always is. He's waiting for me to respond. Alright. Let your power flow through me. I'll keep you safe. I promise.
I know.
What's that shake? Violent tremors and a sense of weightlessness engulfs us. After countless voyages through the boundaries of space, the spaceship plunges into an unknown once more. Chaotic energy crashes into the spaceship. The air currents instantly tear apart the scenery outside the porthole. I hear a high-pitched whistle. As chaos envelops my vision, only one warm force stays tightly connected with me. It flows steadily from my hand and gradually covers the world in a dazzling light. It overwhelms my senses. But then... weird. It feels like something is suppressing Xavier's evil? Preventing a complete resonance? His suppressor! On his neck!
Keep going.
Xavier tightly presses my hand against his chest. Even in the blinding light, his gaze stays calm and gentle. I grit my teeth and forge that power into a sharp blade. Slowly but surely, it cuts through the invisible barrier along with the spaceship. Space is... Jesus Christ, so much is happening. Space itself is ripped open, which creates tremendous energy fluctuations and tremors. In the distance, a massive shadow looms.
At last, we forced it to show its true form. Get ready. It's time to deal the finishing blow.
Okay, finally revealed the wanderer that was hiding in the proto field. Okay. Time for wanderer battle with low-level Xavier. Why can I use Lumiere? Let's move. Oh god, it's already starting.
A wooden sword should be enough for something like this. It's time. The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Light, shine down upon me.
Here I come.
I'll deal the fatal blow.
Pay attention to its movements. Watch out. It's getting back up. Keep up the momentum. It's time.
Here we go. You won't escape. Xavier.
I'm here. Step back, now. It's time. The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Another wanderer. Elysian service.
My sword is going to get another notch.
Which means I'm getting stronger.
Do you remember the techniques from our swordsmanship class?
Of course. Time to test them out. Light, shine down upon me.
Here I come. Defense is kind of an offense too, right? It's time to end it.
Defense is kind of an offense too.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance. Become one with your sword and...
I'll show you.
Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat. My turn. Go back to the pit you came
Do you want to go home together?
Sure.
Sure. They never sound like they're fighting for their lives. Exactly. They're so like chill. Although I guess this is like the one instance where I can see that being pretty chill. Because this is like their job. Like they fight wanderers like every day. Or like whenever there's an attack. So to them this is like a normal Tuesday. And I could see them just casually talking to each other during a battle. But for the others, I don't know. I mean, except for Raphael, when he's like, ow, my hands. If he gets, like, hit. Okay. Move everything back again. My favorite part of Lad streams. I'll move over. Block it too much. Alrighty, last one after the battle. Okay. A deafening roar fills my mind and strips away my senses. Suddenly, it's as if a rift splits the space. It ushers us into a burst of gentle light and fresh air. After several long seconds, the discomfort fades. I slowly open my eyes. Everything comes into focus, and there it is, the RMFMA standing serenely just a couple meters away. So we finally left the proto field that we were trapped in. We're back in the research center. My senses return to my body. I scramble to my feet and frantically search for Xavier.
You're struggling to find me, huh?
Familiar voice calls out from behind. I turn and see Xavier leaning against a nearby wall. Are you good? Yeah. Okay, he's eepy again. A bright red light at his neck flickers a few times before suddenly down under my worried gaze. That light is flashing and you still want to crack a joke?
I'm fine. Just a little tired.
I wonder if now that he doesn't have the suppressor on, because that's what makes him like super. That's why he's EP boy all the time. So I wonder now, like future new chapters and new story stuff, like what that's gonna look like or what's gonna happen. He opens his palm and hands me the ether core fragment. It glows a soft green.
For its sake, sit with me for a bit.
Unable to resist Xavier's expectant eyes, I approach him and sit down.
I already sent the collected data and our coordinates back to HQ. The police will also be involved. He'll be here within 15 minutes.
Oh, audio? What's going on? We don't have much time. We need to... I'm about to get up, but he grabs my arm.
Let's make the most out of these uninterrupted 15 minutes.
I feel a cool touch in my ear after Xavier pulls out a pair of wireless buds.
There's just enough time for one song. Then we'll be in a hurry again.
Who invites a girl to listen to music with wireless earbud? Should have offered me wired earbuds. That way we'd be close enough that we couldn't drift apart.
I'm too tired to drift into a place that's far away from you. And I wouldn't, even if I could.
Outside the skylight, another morning dawns. As Xavier expected, updating the intel and what happened on campus is as tough as tracking down the Wanderer. After leaving Prestari University, Xavier unsurprisingly retreats to his bedroom. Meanwhile, I return to the association with the ether core fragment. After a brief mission report, Captain Jenna warns me about our recklessness, but also commends us for successfully completing the mission. With the order to return home and rest, I time my visit to line up with Xavier's recharging period. I bring supplies to the 6th floor. After several rings, Xavier finally opens the door. His hair is all tousled.
You're finally back.
You look like you just woke up. Why are you speaking as if you've been waiting for a while?
Well, you just saw me. How can you tell I haven't been waiting long?
He effortlessly reaches behind me and takes the plastic bag.
It felt like forever.
I slip on my slippers and head to the living room. Xavier is already intently unpacking the bag full of food next to the coffee table. I have slippers in his apartment. It's a nice little subtle thing there. Pulls out 2 food boxes from the plastic bag and removes their packaging. Hot pot? Oh, never mind. I feel like we would have brought him a hot pot. That's like his favorite food. He needed to recharge, so someone had to return that ether core fragment, right?
Right. Thanks, partner.
Oh, Captain Jenna wanted me to relay a message to you.
What is it?
With mashed potatoes still in his mouth, Xavier looks up while the spoon is held between his lips. It's a warning. She said if you deliberately put her team member in a danger again, she won't let you off the hook.
Got it. I'll remind her about settling the other 5 verbal warnings she gave me.
In that brief silence, Xavier lowers his gaze and eats his mashed potatoes 1 spoonful at a time. Oh, I love mashed potatoes. That sounds so good.
Say anything?
Surveillance and witness protection are ongoing, but we still haven't found Soren.
If we haven't found him by now, chances are we never will.
Yeah! And then this ties into the new stuff. Oh my gosh, I forgot this. This is crazy. Now, like, I remember things. Because a lot of these I haven't read in, like, way over a year. And my phone's dying. I have a charger. Casually talks about it, but his words carry a mixture of indiscernible emotions. I decided not to dwell on it. You don't know where he's gone either?
Nope.
As I reflect upon everything, the vague, tangled clues pile up and cast a large shadow behind the clear image of Soren. Getting out of this precarious situation unscathed isn't something he could accomplish on his own. Only a few groups could pull that off. Who's supporting him? After finishing a box of mashed potatoes, Xavier retrieves a stack of documents in the sealed bag from under the coffee table. Inside the sealed bag is a tiny, button-sized device. Can't help but pick it up. What is this?
Ulysses found it at the research center. He urgently sent it over. Initial tests show it has a radio frequency chip that can resonate with metaflux fluctuations.
Yeah. So we find this device in Zane's story, Raphael's story, and now Xavier's story. So this little thing is the culprit behind the RMFMA's malfunction and even the tools Soren used to lure in the Wanderer?
Yes.
The room falls silent again. I follow the train of my thoughts and speak up. Can you also use the device to recreate a plane of existence and overlap it with reality? You mentioned earlier that this was something only your people know about.
That's right. But you know I don't like illusion stuff.
Xavier calmly says, I nod and put the sealed bag back on the table. Who can help him make that? Xavier doesn't respond immediately. Instead, he pushes the stack of documents towards me.
Here's the latest analysis and theories based on what we know. It includes a list of groups with similar tech. Go through it, and you'll come to your own conclusions.
As always, Xavier doesn't explain. It's as if he's already at the finish line with the answers. He's quietly waiting to see if I'll join him or choose a different path. However, I'm not content with following his lead this time. He promised he would tell me everything once that was done, so I placed my hand over his and stopped the documents he pushed towards me in their tracks. I'll read these later. Xavier, I'd rather trust what you have to say right now. After a brief pause, Xavier purses his lips and finally meets my intense gaze.
It's ever.
Ever? Some of the backtrackers are also involved? They know everything you know, and they've had their eyes on you for some time, right? Eek.
Yes.
It's not good. That makes them our common enemy, then. Outside, the leaves rustle as the wind slips through the gap in the window. The curtains flutter. My shadow merges with Xavier's, and it feels like the impenetrable door in his heart has opened slightly. This time, we're finally standing on the same side. May our swords always point in the same direction. And then we get into the backtracker story and okay. I am loving rereading this because it puts a lot of stuff into perspective and I'm like, oh my god. Cause have not read these in over a year, so I remember like the big stuff that happens. But like little details or like when they bring up characters that come up later, like Soren. I didn't remember Soren. But now I know. Now I know and I remember. And that he does come back later. So I'm having so much fun rereading this. Like I'm so into it. Ever always plotting. Yup. And the more we get into it, the more we learn stuff. But it's very, very interesting. Actually, okay. There's 2 more chapters after this. Hopefully they aren't long, but this is like the end of prologue to tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, so that happens, and then this is like the circle is what just took place, and then we have the ending to wrap up. After several ether core fragments were retrieved, Special Operations shifted its focus onto Ever. This is when we realized just how involved Ever is. Their involvement in every recent ether core incident was far too frequent to be mere coincidence. This business conglomerate, which started in the biotech industry, isn't as clean as it appeared at first glance.
Our positions aside,
Simone!
technological advancements are pretty impressive.
Simone sits next to me, slipping some ice cream into her mouth as she jabs the computer screen in front of her. At this moment, Everill's biannual product launch is about to be broadcast worldwide.
They can achieve things proficiently with machines, when people with Evolve couldn't.
Machines?
Andrew's voice came from behind a row of translucent displays.
Based on what I can tell, it's not possible for them to make consecutive technological breakthroughs in such a short period of time. Not through normal means, at least.
Frequency... Oh, that's not me. This is a spokesperson. Okay, what is Ever showing? What are they live streaming? During the broadcast, the spokesperson holds up a device that's about the size of a bottle cap.
We'd like to introduce to you our newly designed portable flux stabilizer. It can regulate the frequency of surrounding metaflux fluctuations, thereby stabilizing the protofield and reducing the likelihood of wanderer materialization.
Seems like you're doing the exact opposite of that. The audience erupts in thunderous applause. Meanwhile, away from the screen, I exchange knowing glances with my team members. They aren't doing this out of kindness in the heart. Oh, we might as well start planning our early retirement party. That's funny, but like... They aren't doing this out of the kindness of their heart. Sounds like it operates the same principle as the device that attracts wanderers, but it has the opposite effect. The same device. Ever made this gadget and we're supposed to believe it's for the greater good? As if. Also, back to my chewing. They aren't doing this out of the kindness of their hearts. Simone frowns at the screen.
This is nothing but a blatant provocation. We barely had time to suspect something was off before they brought out this product launch.
She got no jokes. Yeah, they're being brazen about it too. It's like they're daring us to keep investigating with what we know so far.
That's unlikely to happen.
As soon as Simone and I hear Captain Jenna's voice coming from the entrance, we stand behind the screens. Andrew nods at Jenna. Captain.
Captain.
The fact that they're hosting a high-profile product launch means they've already covered their tracks. They wouldn't take this risk if there were a possibility of us finding incriminating evidence.
Jenna walks over to the command desk and places a thick folder on it. The three of us gather around her.
The analysis report for the previous fragments has just come out. Let's take a look.
She taps the command desk twice. An irregular spherical structure appears before us. Ether core.
They're from the same ether core. Based on
the same ether core.
officially naming it Spatium Core.
This is part of the Spatium core. And so all of them, all three fragments we have are part of the same one. A Spatium core that can manipulate space? I know of at least 3 different ether cores now. As more ether cores appear, it's only a matter of time before the public becomes aware of this extraordinary energy source.
It's just that the fragments of the Spatium Core are held together by some kind of gravitational pull.
She points to the center of several fragments.
Right here, one fragment is missing.
Jenna leans forward, looking at us again.
Special operations' next objective is clear. We must recover this crucial ether core fragment before further complications arise.
Okay. Yes, Captain.
Yes, Captain.
Oh, right. There's something you need to know.
With quick reflexes, Simone intercepts Andrew, distracting him under the pretense of exploring new avenues for weapon enhancement with the recently collected data. What's Captain Jenna? Oh, I won't find out right now. Alrighty. Last one. Before we get introduced to a whole other section of the story. Put my snacky away. When only we remain in the meeting room, Jenna pauses before activating her watch.
There's more. I couldn't talk about it during the meeting. It's something you need to know.
Okay. Message is transmitted to my watch at her gesture. The words, "Ever Secret Investigation Report," float in front of me.
A line in there involves what happened at your house that day.
This is when the house went kablam! And Granny and Caleb died.
Anyway, I've sent it to your hunter's watch. You can read it when you're home.
Understood. Ooh. Thick clouds swallow up the remaining patches of sky. It's dark now, and the wind sweeps away the last remnants of the sunset. All that remains is a bleak white. The weather forecast said there will be heavy rain. At some point, the streets have become quiet, as if people sensed approaching storm and are now hiding. Suppies! I'll have some suppies. I should go home. As I'm about to move, a sound presses against my heart like a string, sending a shiver down my spine. Ooh, a cutscene. Again? My heart responds to that eye, the world around me fades, but the call I hear becomes clear. It's behind that, somewhere in the distance, lies the power of the ether core. And that's where we'll leave that at. And Xavier's telling me to go to sleep.
Good that you're back just in time for a reminder. Partner, help me. I'm being attacked by wanderers. The trick is to lie down in bed, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and count 3 sheep. Hurry, or else we'll be too late.
Later, I'm not sleeping at Xavier. Just go for was that MC. It was probably me, I don't know. That was not MC. What? Why am I back here? Okay. I'm so happy that I read through that last section. Now the part I've been waiting to get to is next. I'm very excited. So next week I will continue that. But later this week I will do another lad stream. And then we'll do some of not Xavier, some of Raphael's birthday events. That should be a little fun. I'll have to see what day it is. I know it's like 3 days from now or something like that. My gosh, I forgot his birthday was in March. So, out of nowhere, I had like all the birthday stuff come up, and I was like, oh, Raphael, I remember. Raphael's birthday.
I wonder if I'll be able to see this.
And I think Silas's birthday's in May. I know Xavier's is October. It's almost 7 hours in total of lads. Spoiled us today. Spoiled myself today. I wanted to get through that. But that was fun. Definitely a bit longer than I have been streaming, but I've been wanting to do like a bit longer, at least like over like 3 to 4 hours long streams. Because I haven't really done that since like I first started streaming. But then after like the accident and stuff, like my stamina went down, so like I was only able to stream for a short amount of time. But now I want to stream a bit more. Let me move over to my other screen. Let's mute that and bring this up. And go over here. Yeah. I know, almost, well, 3.5 on this one, and then 2.5. So 6 hours. Pretty good, pretty good. You might see full Poppy playtime too then. That depends on if my heart gives out part way. See? Let me end this. Disconnect. Okay. So I'm not hearing that in the background. You spoiled this much with lads today. Well, I didn't stream lads yesterday. And I waited to stream it today. And I did want to get through a lot of the story. Or like that whole section of the story, because it was like 3 different parts. Normally I usually only play through two full parts. This one's longer because, you know, I just wanted to get through even more. Even more this week, yeah. And more lads this week because it's Raphael's birthday. So I want to celebrate. I think I only did like 1 birthday stream, and that was like Zane, like forever ago, like September. And then I really wanted to do Xavier's, but I kind of got into a car accident that week. That was his like birthday stuff happening, and I was like, no, because I really wanted to stream it. It's fine. Next year, or this year, I'll be getting to all their birthday stuff. So, yeah. I think. Let's see. I think once I get through most of the main story, I'll probably get into the myths. Like, I'll start reading through the myths because the myths are so good. And I know there's people that either, like, if you've started playing lads recently or if they missed the myths, not everyone has kind of like all the lore to it. I don't even have all the myths, but for the ones I do have, I haven't even read through a lot of them because there's just a lot. So I want to read through those on stream as well. the myth cards are so good. And they give so much more context to like what's kind of going on in the main story. And they're a lot of fun. Fun and depressing. But I love a good sad story. No repo on schedule. I actually had a lot of streams I wanted to do this week. But I was like, I need to narrow it down and at least have a little more of a chill week. And spread things out a bit more, or else I would probably be having something like every day. I was like, I need to space it out a bit. So there won't be a stream tomorrow, because I'm gonna be out doing stuff tomorrow night, so I won't be able to stream. But streams more this week. I think a lot more TikTok streams. I put Poppy Playtime 2 on the schedule Friday, so you're welcome. I decided to continue Poppy Playtime. What else? Oh, and then I'm gonna revisit Hello Kitty Island Adventures. It's been a while. And I wanna get back and become besties with Pom Pom Pudding. And I'm probably gonna have to go back into the mines and get more of that crystal thing that he liked, because apparently that's the only thing he'll like. I'll be meeting mommy legs, so I've been told. 10K on TikTok, here we come. Yeah, we're making our way that way. And I didn't really stream on TikTok a whole lot last week. So I wanted to make it up this week and just play like a little less games and have a little more of a chill week. This will be easier for me. Yeah, how Pudding get his ship running? So it's been like 2-3 weeks since I last played Hello Kitty Island Adventure. And we finally found Pom Pom Pudding. 100K this week. That'd be like something crazy happened. And I'm thinking of streaming Genshin. But like... I'm trying to decide... I'm gonna get lost in the mines. Oh, we know this is going to happen, okay? Like if I should stream Genshin on TikTok? Because I just want that to be more of like a casual game. Yeah. Slowly been getting Aura maximize. I'll see. I have been playing a lot. Yeah. I've been playing a lot. And so, yeah, I've been thinking of playing Genshin. Maybe on TikTok. What? I don't know. Do you think that would even help? Like, I don't know. One, I just want to play it more casually. And not really necessarily just like have like long Twitch streams. Or like... I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just want it to be like a side thing. Like, casual. Play more on TikTok. The only thing is, the VODs will not be saved. But that's fine. Yeah, so those are some of my plans coming up. I got some new games. Some more things I want to do. Trying to swim across the lake at 3 a.m. I'll do you one better. The ice bridge at 3 a.m. That's what you do at 3 a.m. with the squad. At least compared to being at the bottom of Twitch category, yeah. Especially for Genshin. So I'm like, I'll probably stream it over there. Don't talk about that. What? We just went across the normal, you know? Yup. What else? Anything else? Talked a little about my schedule, what's coming up. No stream tomorrow. Another Eep day. Yeah. But guess I'm just excited for more streams and things coming up. And I do want to add more redeems. And more things on here. So I have to get that going. We'll see how that goes. So right now if I put on category of Genshin, so imagine working with it. Yeah. I just like, initially I was like, I want a game that I'm gonna play like off stream. As like a casual, like, again, a side thing. But then as I've been playing more and where I am with the story, I'm like, I wanted to stream this part, that would've been so cool. And like things happening. So I'm like, dang. And now I think I'm getting a lot better hang of Genshin. I think I've learned a bit more. So I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't mind streaming it now. So, yeah. Oh, we've been going through like we've been going through like the amount of followers I've been getting on Twitch has been crazy. Like the past few weeks. Like every other time, like we reach like another like 10 goal. Like every 10, like you get like a goal on Twitch. And I've been like, what? I'm just so happy. So happy and thankful for you guys for being here and supporting me. This really is like a dream to me, so I'm happy I get to do it and that you guys enjoy being here. And watch me yap about lads for 6 hours. Greatly appreciated. Definitely couldn't do this anywhere else, so I'm happy. Yeah, chill schedule. Yeah. Anyways, I think that is all for today. Go ahead and head off. Next stream will be Thursday, and that'll just be a TikTok stream, I believe. Yeah, it should just be TikTok Thursday. Thursday evening. So you can check my schedule. It's either in the Discord or on my TikTok account. At Nikki's Cup of Tea is where you can find my schedule. Yeah, with the raids, it was Marky raided and then Camille raided today. Like, they've been super helpful, and I love talking to both of them. They've been like super nice to me and like, and everything, like ever since I first started, and like, it's like I don't know how to do anything. So, I'm very thankful for them and their company and stuff. That means a lot to me. Yeah. Okay. I will head off now. I will see you guys Thursday for stream over on TikTok. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Also, I need to find people to raid. And like, maybe I'll reach out, cause I always forget to raid on here. And then after I end stream, I'm like, oh. Yeah. But I'm shy. I'm shy. But maybe I'll follow more people in like the VTuber stuff, so could start doing more raids. Anyways. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.